LA.
Yo.
We here? We live?
Yeah.
Live and ready? Yeah.
So
We're good? You tell me. What the theme
yeah,
song playing?
we good.
All right, say less. What's going on, everybody? We are Listen 3000. I am Cesar.
I am ZENN.
And again, we are Listen 3000. We are here at the Sound Gallery Studios. Always shout out and much love. Please come to Sound Gallery Studios and book all types of sessions. There's also an event space, so please just come to this lovely space. And yes, so show them your support and love. While we hey man, I'm trying to get it out I'm trying to get it all out. You know, we got to get them all together.
That's facts.
And this episode, of course, is brought to you by Agents of Fandom. Always shout out gang family, Agents of Fandom. And please also check out the podcast Fandom Academy.
Yes.
Please do. There's links for that. We'll have links.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, always shout out Agents of Fandom. And before, no, we're going just a guess, right?
Yeah, before we
Yeah.
That's it.
But yeah, this is our first live episode.
Oh, my bad. I'm
Yeah, I
tripping.
knew something. I'm like, something.
No. If you're watching this, make sure we
we
live
go.
right
There
now.
we
So
go.
make sure you like,
Boom.
comment, and subscribe and stuff like that, and talk
Please
crazy in
do.
the chat. We about to get into some fun stuff tonight.
Yeah.
So yeah. With no further ado, we're gonna introduce our guest here. So first off, Snowden, a returning member of the show.
How you doing?
There you go. All right,
It's
go
your
ahead.
boy, Mr. Controversial over here.
Yeah. And we got our guy Adam Blevins, our fellow Agents of Fandom member.
I was about to start actually clapping. I forgot I got to press the button. Yes. Yes.
What's going on, guys? I'm happy to be here, man. Thank y'all so much. I'm a huge fan.
Man,
Oh, man. Stop that.
yeah,
Stop
for real.
No,
man.
man, we're happy to have you, bro. For sure. We just can't wait to talk to you.
Nah, for
We
real.
can get to it. But yeah, man, Adam's never been on the show. You got any questions for Adam before we go? Even if it's one?
Yeah. I got two actually.
Come on.
Two.
Okay.
All right. So the first one, we met you through Agents of Fandom.
Yes.
How did you get in contact with Agents of Fandom? Like, how did you get started with this world that we're in, talking about all the things that we love, film, movies, and comic book stuff and all that stuff? How did you get into it, man?
Oh, man, that's a great question. Well, I met Jade Ruffalo, Ryan, as you guys know, all those wonderful people. I met them and had some interactions with them in the Phase Zero community.
Okay.
Probably going back a little earlier this year. And then I saw them they were kind of joining up with Agents of Fandom, and they started putting out content, and I really, really liked what they were doing. And I saw they had a really, really good group. And I actually saw them tweet at somebody, like somebody had tweeted at them and said that they were interested in joining. They were like, just send us some content. And I was like, well, you know, I mean, if I can just send them a piece of something that I wrote, I know I'll try my hand. So I sent them a piece of something that I wrote, and they got back with me. And then, you know, the rest is history. Now we've just been rolling ever since.
That's amazing.
That
man.
is fire, man.
That's dope.
Yeah.
It's dope that to hear everybody that joins with Agents is always in like a super organic way. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shout out to the gang.
Nah, for
Yes.
sure.
What's
And
your
then
number two?
Yeah. You know what? Do you got a question? I don't want to take that from you.
Well, that was gonna be my question. You took
Oh,
the easy one.
my
That's
bad.
not fair.
But nah, so have you been a lifelong fan of like all the comic book stuff, or like was that something you got into later?
Oh man, so yeah, I've definitely been a lifelong fan of the movies. I'll say I don't have a really big history with the actual comic books per se, but I mean, I remember I went and saw the first, all three Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies when they were in theaters with my dad, and from then on, like I was hooked. And now I went and saw Iron Man, and like whatever old I was, like 11, 12 years old, I made Tony Stark my entire personality. I was obsessed. Like, so I've been following since the first movie, since Iron Man 1, I've been all in on the MCU and all this stuff from a very young age for sure.
Dope, man. Same here. You already know.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, of course.
What's the best Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Ooh,
Oh, it's Spider-Man 2 for sure.
that's not what? That no. What is Snowden talking about?
Hit the button, clap.
Wait, what? No, now we got to hear your take. What was you about to say?
Yeah,
It's
about
the
to go
first
one?
one. That first one.
Really?
The villain is. I know everybody
As long
likes
as you
to
didn't
talk
say
about
3.
Doc Ock and whatnot.
Right. As
but,
long
like,
as it's not 3.
the reason why they brought Goblin back the way that they did in No Way
Okay,
Home is
talk it
because
out.
he was so sufficient in the first one.
That's
That
fair.
man was an absolute menace. He was about to kill Aunt May and said, "Finish your scripture. Finish it. I want to hear it."
Oh,
And then everything was just so intense in that first one, and the campiness was the right level. The action was really good. The one part where Kirsten Dunst is swinging with Toby, but it's just a mannequin. Fantastic.
Oh my God.
Don't get me wrong. There's iconic scenes in the second one, but the second one, I'm just like, all right. But that first one, I'm like,
You know what? I'm starting to notice
That's a-
things with
that's a fair
Snowden's
take.
take. You love a good, give me my character and just let me rock.
That might
That's
be-
your world,
You know what?
and I respect
You
that. But
might have figured me
that's
out.
it. That's your work. Because
Oh,
I remember we were
no.
talking about Deadpool. He was like, "Stop other people in my Deadpool."
yeah.
I'm like, "Sir, I want the other people." But I see you're like, when I love this character, I want to dive in with this character, and I'm cool. You don't want to get too much mushy with too much other stuff going on.
And don't get me wrong, like the second one definitely dives more into Peter and like his
Right.
happenings and all that stuff. And then, Pete's time, like that's all fun and dandy, but like there's just something about that origin story. I think that's just done very well. But yeah, I get why people like the second one, and I think this. I'll say it. The third one is slept on. It's a fine movie.
I told you was ready. Hot take, Timmy. I told you he was prepared.
That's where you lose me. I think
Yeah.
that's where you lose me.
That's where you lose me.
I was about to be like, "Hey, so the next topic." I'm just playing. But no, while we're here, look, my man is hot. He came with fireballs. Oh wait, no, I was about to get on there. You got him on there.
Oh yeah. Were you trying to start the first question?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start it off.
Cool.
All right. So the first question today, we're gonna get into the phase 4 villain rankings. I know we're in phase 5 right now. We getting this Kang time. You know what I mean? But let's take a look back real quick.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
this
we
phase,
technically didn't even get into,
no, that's
Ant-Man
facts.
yet, so
That's
Right.
facts. Because
Still
this
technically,
phase has been phase 4 was so divisive to a lot of people. People had their feelings on it. You know what I mean? But they did have some really good villains that we can
which I feel like
Well,
that concept alone might have got slept on because people were so about the movies that didn't think about how crazy the villains actually were this whole thing.
Yeah.
Wait, damn, I'm about to start a whole new topic. Stop, because I just thought about it real quick. I don't want to stay long. Please don't. I just thought about it. Since Secret Wars and all that, do you think villains that were in this phase are coming back? I just never thought about that till right now.
There's one, but like,
But like
I was gonna
besides
say, I
one,
feel
but
like
even
there's
if it's
a-
one,
there's
like
a rumor floating around that at least one is
Hmm.
coming back. It may not be the one that we met in phase 4, but it's somebody
Okay,
from what I understand.
but all right, it must be important because only one. There was a lot of villains. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Since I'm just thinking of the whole Secret Wars, so many people coming
Sure.
back. That's the only reason I was like, oh, are they doing that, or do you think they're
there's
just gonna
certainly
move
at
on?
least one that's coming back. I don't think Wanda is gone.
I almost.
Of
I
course
think she's
not.
pulling up to the club
Oh,
when
definitely
she
not.
sees fit.
I mean,
when she sees
she
fit.
and ex-event, they got beef. So at least one of these worlds got beef. So
That is true. I
Yeah,
definitely
she
think that's
come
coming back.
regardless.
But
Yeah,
that's
for
a
sure,
whole
for
nother
sure.
conversation.
How much? There we go. Yeah, I didn't want to stay too long.
Yo,
I
hold
wanna
on,
take
real quick. Real quick. Rico said
Rico.
racism was the top villain in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Stop it. Because that's true, but not right now. Not right now.
That's crazy. I had to shout that one
You
out.
ain't never lied though. It's true. Oh Jesus.
But no, so since we here, let's get started. Who's
yeah.
going first?
I don't know who want to go first. It was Snowden's topic.
Uh-oh.
Shout out Snowden for coming up with this lovely topic.
All right, then.
There we go.
See, so we're doing 5.
There we go.
And it's not the best ones that or anything.
your
It's just like
favorite.
your personal favorites, right?
Yeah.
So, in no particular order except my top one and whatever. Like starting off, I have Icarus from Eternals.
Okay.
I think Icarus was done very well as like a soldier who was dead set on a mission and then caught up in what I need to do versus who I love and what I need to do for them. Also, I didn't see the twist coming. Like it's very funny. I probably should have seen that twist coming from a mile away, but I was like, nah. Game of Thrones guy is a solid man. He's not doing anything nefarious.
Yo, I just was going to ask you
feel
that.
you.
That twist got me too. Like I was
Okay,
like,
as long
what?
as it wasn't
Him?
just me.
Really?
Because the
No,
part
okay.
where they showed the
Yeah,
twist,
right.
I went,
I got wrong. They didn't. I got it leaked. I don't even want to talk about it. Y'all. I wish I didn't know that.
I thought that was done very well. I thought all of his fight scenes are really good, especially the end where they all start taking him on by himself. I was like, all right, this Icarus boy is
He
bad.
getting it, yeah.
Next, I have Wenwu from Shang-Chi. I think we're all gonna have him somewhere on our list because I think they did a fantastic job with the portrayal, and not only the portrayal of the character, but the writing. Because based off the character that he is in the comic books, he could have came off so bad or one-dimensional, but they didn't let that happen in that movie, and I think that provides a very big strength to Shang-Chi. And is it Tony, the gentleman who plays him? Tony Lung,
I think so.
I want to say his name is.
Yeah, Tony Lung.
Yeah.
Boy showed up, and that was fantastic.
Bro, those fight
Between
scenes
his
in that
actions,
movie,
he was
man.
incredible. Yeah, I still
Incredible.
can't get over, like, I know everybody talks about the bus scene, and I get it, but the first scene where like him, like Shang-Chi's mom and Wenwu
Yeah.
are like dancing in the
Oh my God.
the forest.
Yeah, why
I
don't
was
people
like,
talk about that?
That's a hard scene.
That was
I feel like it's
visually
just
next
because-
level scene.
It's probably because the bus one is more like flashy
Yeah.
and whatnot, but that first one, oh my! And then bringing it back at the end, so that's the way Sean
Yep.
has to.
Nah,
defeat
that was
him?
deep, right?
Right.
Yeah, writing.
Oh
You're
my
right. You're
God.
right.
Real to me,
then
like it was like a juxtaposition of different styles with that. Like
Absolutely.
the bus fight was like more like a Jackie Chan style kind of fight. Then you
Good
get
call.
this fight between the father and the mother. Like that was more like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon type vibes. Like they floating and you know what I mean. Like yeah. So I thought it was cool. I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah.
No, you're good. Next, I have the Scarlet Witch. I'll never understand how people say that this turn for her as a villain was not warranted. If you've been watching her since 2015, where she started off as a villain, then kind of got, pulled to the good side, and then all of a sudden was like, nah, never mind. There's a lot of stuff happening to me, and I'm gonna have to release this somehow. And then for it to be what we saw in Multiverse of Madness, she is one of the one things that worked very well in that film. Immediately, I think of the scene where she's like chasing them, and like the oil from the Ultron bots make it look like it's blood on her face.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, absolutely not. She's an issue. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. But everything, her attack on Karmatage, where she whispered in old boy's ear and just destroyed the defenses. Copacetic. I'm good.
Nah, that scene, Loki, made me feel
So
the way
good.
I didn't like how I felt when I
Then-
watched her do that.
Then I got Green Goblin. Some people are just menaces, and he's a menace. He didn't even want anything necessarily from this universe. He was just like, hey, I don't care. You're telling me that I die when I go back, so I'm just gonna stay here and just mess up your universe. I truly do. Hey, Otto, just because you're a little punk, don't mean I gotta be.
Bro, that whole
no
scene.
qualms with sticking you.
That whole scene when he switches like when it's
The
Peter's
spider sense goes.
yo
off.
and he like and you could tell he'd switch like though that whole scene was crazy, bro. Even Jamie Foxx's reaction, bro. Jamie Foxx's reaction was like, "What the hell is going on?"
And just
He made
just
you
for
feel
the
like
first
you felt.
sign to be,
Right.
Norman's on sabbatical, honey.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Nah.
Then he started crashing boy through floors.
Bro.
No.
Nah, that floor scene was alright.
No.
Bro, he kept punching him and he like was smiling the whole time, bro.
No, that's the
the part
to
that
me
got me.
where I almost got up. I was like, "Yo, y'all gotta kill him!" Like,
Have you ever,
Oh
have
my
you ever
God.
seen that trend where they're
Yeah.
like, yo, show me two scenes that have the same exact energy? Have you ever seen like a
I might
like
have
a-
like it's like a trend. You saying?
Yeah,
I think I know what
yeah.
you're talking
So,
about. Yeah.
the scene that you're talking about where like Peter's just like wailing
wait-
on boy's
yeah,
face
and
and
he's
he's,
like-
just like it's the same exact energy of like Batman v Superman, where Batman started like punching Superman and all of a sudden the kryptonite started wearing off.
Oh,
And his face
yeah.
wasn't moving
At
anymore. I was
all.
like, "You're in
yeah.
trouble, Bruce. You're in trouble." That's exactly what
Nah,
I
that's
felt like for
real.
Peter.
Good call.
And then my number one is Namor.
Mm.
The colossal challenge of bringing essentially Marvel's Aquaman, even though he came first. I know, but like bringing him to the screen and then making it done so well,
Yeah.
making him a threat, but then also someone you can understand why he's doing what he's doing. Hands down was my favorite one of this phase, and you can swap any one of these five,
right. No, that's
in my opinion, and that's fine. But like, if we were allowed to throw an honorable mention out, I would give it to U.S. Agent. I think they did John Walker very well,
I hated him.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
which is great. Which is great.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly.
he did
Like,
his job.
like I understand why Carly had to be in the show, but if they would have minimized her story and gave like John more, I thought it would have, equaled out. That way you have the two people trying to fight to be Captain America going at each other's neck the whole time. Also, just seeing his descent into what you could say is madness, and then leading up to the culmination of him just murking boy with the shield.
That was
Because
nasty stuff.
I don't know if y'all remember, like that made all of us quiet for like a week because we didn't know where the show was going after that.
We were like, wait, they do stuff? The Marvel do stuff like this? I was like, they
He
chop
picked the
heads?
shield up and it was blood on it. I'm like, whoa.
Like,
And
whoa.
boy's just standing there like, I was like, oh, this is good. Like those would be my 5 plus an honorable mention.
Okay.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Good vibe, man. That was solid vibe.
No, that's facts.
You broke that down.
Yeah.
All right, who's next? Why are you looking at me? Don't look at me. I'll go. Jesus. I felt like he was staring. I don't like it. All right. So 5. I'm going. I forget how to say his name. Ultron. What version of Ultron?
Infinity Ultron.
Infinity Ultron. Yes, and that is important.
Banger.
That is very important.
WP.
Yeah, that's my number 5 for sure. Infinity Ultron from What If. I know everyone. We all feel different ways about What If, just like as a show in general. Even though it had some crazy episodes, but just it was a little bit forgettable out of all the things in Phase 4. But we ain't forget about him. Like I don't think anyone who saw that show walked away from it and was like, "No, we want to." I wish we could see him again somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Like
scene
even if it
where
was
he
like a
zaps
small little
Thanos.
cameo or something like like in Secret Wars and I don't know, they go through different universes and you just see him still fighting Watcher or something. Like I like that concept of a character was just too crazy and like they fully went for it with this story. Like the stuff that he was doing, like it was like, oh yeah, this is what Ultron would be. Yeah, he'd be doing this. For sure.
That
So,
part
yeah.
at the end where they thought they defeated him,
Yo.
but essentially the stones work differently in different universes.
What?
And he was just like, "You idiots!"
No, he was, like
the part where he started crashing through multiverses
That
to
was-
beat up the Watcher.
No, that
my
was
favorite
tough.
part.
crazy.
Nah,
Tough.
next level.
I might have to rewatch that back.
That's
now.
what I'm saying. Like I want a low
Nah,
key.
you don't
They
have
might
to-
need
you
to
can just
continue
watch
that
that
somehow,
episode.
or like a little cameo or something.
Yeah.
He said, "No, just watch that. Just that scene alone." Nah, that's mean. Stop it. All right, my 4 gotta go Wenwu. Honestly, wait, damn, I pretty much have the same people as Snowden, just different
Okay.
order, just
Yeah.
different order. Besides Icarus,
Same.
once you said Green Goblin, I had to take stuff out. I had to change my whole. That's why I sat down. I forgot all about him for a sec. Yeah, Wenwu. Honestly, everything Snowden said, just like a phenomenal portrayal. At times in the movie, you really didn't know if you were supposed to trust Bo or not. Like right? But it's like, damn, I feel where Shang-Chi would come from. They were like, I don't know, like you're still my dad. Like I don't really know. And I just felt like he portrayed it in such a great way. Honestly, the fighting was just next level. Like that end scene to me was one of the craziest fight scenes in Phase 4 for sure. With the rings, like I don't. That was just nuts. And the choreo, let alone the visuals, the way it all looked together was phenomenal. But yeah, he killed. And I definitely think that I think you kind of said something about the Snowden, like without him being as heavy of a villain as he was, Shang-Chi wouldn't even be
Correct.
like he wouldn't even be able to continue to be as strong as you know what I mean.
Right.
So yeah, they did that really well. Where's my 3? 3, Scarlet Witch. It's just you can't even. She can't low key not be on you. She's just too crazy.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like look what she did. All them look what she did. Y'all remember what she did to Black Bolt? That's crazy.
That was
bro.
crazy, bro.
Everybody in our theater, bro, was just like, "Oh my god!" like just never seen nothing like that,
Bro,
or was
Professor
expecting
X,
it,
bro?
bro.
Why she do him like that?
She made him look like string cheese. That was nasty. I wasn't. Oh my god.
She cut Captain Carter in half with her own shield.
Bro.
Oh my god, that was nasty work. That was just nasty work. And then what did they do with Maria? Didn't
They
she
just
kill
crushed
her
her.
already?
They
Nah, but
crushed
she
her.
already
Took
took
her
her
powers.
powers,
Crushed her.
then crushed her. Like that's overkill. They're dead. Just relax. You know what I mean?
Then proceeded to walk away from all of them. She
God.
didn't care.
Yeah, we're gonna need to see her again. To some extent. I don't think she good or bad. But nah, man, I don't think we even see anyone as vicious as her, right? Like maybe
Nah.
besides Green Goblin's energy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
like the way that she was like,
She
no,
was
death,
really
death.
disposing of
It didn't-
people.
It literally disposed of them. They were nothing. Like I don't know. That was some Game of Thrones. Here's a
That's
dragon
crazy,
over
'cause
all of you level type.
She's
of
still kind of a hero, but like she
To
got
who?
a lot more bodies than a lot of the villains.
a hero to who? Wait, right now she's a hero?
Well, no, I just mean like we all know where this is
Oh,
going.
yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
like
Okay,
we know
sorry.
she's gonna be redeemed.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
So hold up,
It's gonna be some
Rico,
years.
Rico said she's in her Zuko arc. Anybody watches Avatar? Zuko.
There we go. I don't.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know.
There's no coming back from what she's done.
She did a lot, man.
She did do a lot.
She body hopped. She murked people.
She did body hop just to murk people, just to get what she needed done. That is
And it wasn't even the complete set. Like, imagine going to a dealership and like holding them up and being like, "I want 2 tires." No, what about the other 2? She wasn't
That's true.
murking anybody for her brother or her husband that's now floating around somewhere. She was like, "Nah." Just them.
Just them.
That's all we need. That's all I want. I'm good after that. See, I mean, she probably gonna get him. So she
Maybe.
won. She won. At least she won in that kind of. 2, Namor. Yeah, just it's too memorable. Obviously, that movie also everything about that movie makes it memorable as well, right?
Mhm.
But like his portrayal, bro, I just like what a way to be scary and also be like, man, you should win. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
at the end of the day, we know we're supposed to win and they did win, right? But like, whoa, the way that they again, the writing of these movies were super slept on in this phase. Like it made you care, like more than I feel like a lot of other
There's certain ones.
phases specific. Yes, the ones we talking about, right?
Yeah, right.
But like they made you care in a way where like I don't know if I was as connected to as many other villains in the old phases. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just on a personal level, it was like I get the story. Yeah, this makes sense why you became the villain, but I don't feel anything from. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I get it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And yeah, they just did a phenomenal job with that. And then on top of the way that they intertwined it, like what Snowden was saying with the writing and making it based on like Mayan Aztec like culture and history. Yeah, like they just it was next level, and I just can't wait to see Namor again. That's also somebody that might be in one of these things we talking about.
I definitely think he is.
Like he might be in Secret Wars, right? They gonna go
He's
over
gotta
some
be.
water.
Yeah.
He's got to be.
Especially that we
Water's
don't have a
around.
Fantastic Four by then. Oh, you know he got to
Oh
pull up.
no, we don't need no
on
cheating
Sue.
yet.
You know he gotta pull up on
Hey,
Sue.
hey.
You know he got to pull up on Sue.
You trying to cause an affair this early? Like this early? That's so nasty. Nasty.
It's part of the
Are
source
they
material.
even married yet? We haven't seen them. Like, get it?
It's part of his source material. I'm just saying.
You trying to put this on stars? This is supposed to be everywhere.
Multiverse. Secret Wars by Tyler Perry.
Don't do that. I was saying about 50 Cent. You know them sex scenes. It's like Power. Now you got me thinking the name more. I don't want to think about this. All right. My number one. Yeah, I switched it because Snowden messed me up. Green Goblin. Just strictly. I know this is his favorite. He was terrifying as hell. Like, what a scary person. I honestly minded. I think he got scarier. I don't know if y'all felt that way, but like me seeing him, especially when the scene we're talking about, when he kept hitting him, because it wasn't just that he smiled, right? It looked like, I was about to call him Tom, but it looked like Peter was really like giving it his all. Like if you watch that scene again, he is swinging for dear life. He just, come on. Like I don't, that type of person, you stay away from him in the street. You lock all doors. You know what I mean? Like if that was in real life, no, help! I'm calling the police immediately. So, yeah, he's my favorite just because of how terrifying he was.
Do you think it was better this time because you could see his face
Yeah.
rather than the Green Goblin?
More, yeah.
Okay.
And honestly, it might even help that he looks older a bit. Like something in him just looks like
I think it's when he really. Some might be a little off Willem Dafoe.
something's going on.
I
right?
do.
Some of the best. Hey,
He
but that's
played
not even
that
a
way
diss.
too good.
That's not even a
Way
diss.
too good.
People know about this. Like some of the best actors are like, you know, they think different sometimes.
They
Like
think different,
I love
yes.
Jonathan
I love
Majors to
that.
death. Someone should. I told you that interview I heard when he was like, someone's gonna come out looking for me. Remember you said, you don't remember this?
Yeah,
You talked about it on the pod.
I do.
All right, y'all need to go look it up. Someone
Maybe
needs to
he
hug
was
him.
just assuming the Kane thing that he's gonna hurt some feelings. I don't know.
I-
I'm hoping that's what he meant.
You read the quote again after the pod, and you tell me if that's what you think. He was just like, yeah, man, I think I'm gonna get too big, and when I get too big, they're gonna come. They're gonna start coming. Who's they? I just want to make sure
I know exactly
that our
what you're
best.
talking about.
You know what I
okay.
mean? So that's all, and it's like, and
I
that.
know what y'all talking about.
See what I'm saying? And that's not a bad thing. It's just like you already know that they're the ones that go. Like they're the greatest actors of all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So yeah, man. Kang will probably be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this next phase.
Yeah.
But with the amount we're about to see alone. But yeah, that's my 5.
Right.
Oh, honorable mention. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna be like, what? It's gore, not because of the way they portrayed him. And look at his face. Not the movie. Take the movie away. Him portraying him. We just didn't get enough of him. They didn't write
True.
it well enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Christian Bale do. He said, yeah, I guess. Christian Bale playing Gore though was crazy.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just weird.
Yeah, I agree.
The movie was like, what did y'all do with him? Why did y'all waste his time? But him, he came to work though.
Why did you waste his time?
Oh, for sure.
really
I heard
did.
he's
They
not, he's
really
down to
did.
do it again, like not to do Gore again, but to play another character because he probably like, yeah, man, I'm gonna need to get a better experience. You know what I mean?
No,
So,
right.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I had to put him in there because
That's
nobody, we want to forget about the movie, some people, but I don't think that was fair for his portrayal. Like he killed alone. You know what I mean? So that's my honorable mention.
Okay. I'm gonna go real quick because this is gonna be quick, y'all. Because y'all low key named all of them,
That's what I'm
so I'm gonna
saying.
just tell you my list.
There we
and then
go.
can
Make
move
it
on.
easy. Yeah, we
We
can
can
move
get
on.
Adam's list. But all right, Green Goblin, obviously. Willem Dafoe.
You going in order?
Yeah. Am I? Nah, I'm just remembering.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
Green Goblin, obviously, he's crazy. What else do you?
What is it? Is it right?
Right. Namor, aka Cuckoo Khan.
There we go.
You know what I mean? Cuckoo Khan.
Yeah, that was. That was amazing. Maybe you need to go to Wakanda.
Yo,
Look at you.
Ryan, I'm here for the. If you need somebody
And
for,
if you take him, Ryan, and you don't take me, that looks colorism or something. You better take
Yo,
both
you
of
gotta
them.
relax.
3,000 to Wakanda.
There we
Yes,
go.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
That already sounds like a series
Hashtag
alone.
right?
We heard you getting shows. Come
now,
on, man.
now streaming on Disney Plus.
Now this is your time.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry. Live technical difficulties. Did the chair break? Or you just fell back?
I just fell back.
But now we need a. Is this gonna be our
live.
first blooper roll? Blooper reel? I need that in slow mo. I'm sorry for the next TikTok. No.
You see, I tried to catch myself. You know what I mean? But
Hey,
next person, Infinity Ultron.
are you all right though?
I'm chilling.
Okay.
we here.
Just make sure your back is fine. That was fast. All right.
Nah, Infinity Ultron,
Of course.
of course.
Like what?
Right, and then Scarlet Witch. You,
Cool.
you went through it.
Can we hear your one though? Who's your one? If you were to pick
Goblin.
one. Okay.
Green
So,
Goblin. Yeah.
honorable. You didn't give an honorable mention.
Oh, that's my list.
All right. You just want to move. Okay.
No, I really don't have an honorable
you don't
mention.
have an honorable
like,
mention.
I did because I was gonna say who he remains, but like, it was we didn't really get him to the end, and then I
We
don't
don't even know if he the full villain.
Yeah.
exactly.
Right?
That's
Yeah,
what I
but-
mean. Like, it felt like he was trying to help in his own twisted way. You know what I mean?
Nah, but
So I can't really say he was a villain per se.
Mhm.
Kang though,
That's
but
fair.
we're not there yet.
Kang and things. All right,
Yeah.
Adam. Let's hear this lovely list.
All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, like y'all already hit on all the reasons, and we pretty much all got the same list anyway.
There we
So
go.
I'll just go through with a few light points. I'll go from 5 to 1 real
Yeah.
quick though. I had Infinity Ultron at 5. I think that's the only reason to ever go back and rewatch What If. Just hit those last 2 episodes to enjoy him. That's it. I got Green Goblin at 4 to come back and play a character like that 19 years later and be even more menacing. And then, like y'all were saying, that scene where he realizes what's going on, he's like, "Man, that sense of yours."
Yeah.
Oh my god, that gives me chills.
Yep.
I say I got Scarlet Witch at 3, and really when I saw her climb through that mirror in the Sanctum Sanctorum and she was all deformed or whatever, that's when I was like, I'm out. I was ready to get up and walk out. I don't do all the horror stuff.
He said,
I'm
I don't
out.
do
Oh yeah, if you don't do all the horror, you should have left. Oh my goodness.
That
I'm
felt like
proud
it
you
felt like the
finished
ring,
that.
bro. That was like the ring. Yeah.
Yep.
They gave her all the best stuff to do in that movie.
Stop
I
it.
never hear anybody.
It was
talking
so
about
it was so much
anybody
spice on
else
that.
in No, wait, they got the music scene with the strangers. Like that's cool, but I never hear anybody talking about nothing else except what Wanda did in those 2 hours.
That's facts. That's facts.
That joint
Alright,
was
so,
Wanda in the Multiverse of Madness plus strange.
No, he said plus
really
string.
was.
Stop it.
All right, let's see. I hit my last 2. I had Namor at 2. I think this was he's like the most fleshed out, like the best villain they had by far. Really the first one since Thanos that I was watching the whole time, and I'm like, man, like I'm not saying he's right, but like I see what he's saying, especially when he was telling Shuri and him, he's like, if they'll come for us, they'll come for Wakanda. He's like, I don't know why you're trusting these people in the service because they'll come for you. I love that. And then I got Winwoo at number 1, man. Like all the stuff, I echo all the stuff y'all said earlier, but the one thing that I really love is the skyscraper scene when Shang-Chi is fighting the guy with the mask. I don't even know the guy's name. And then Winwoo busts in and just like slams the rings on the ground. It's just like it's like dead quiet and everybody stops. And they just realize like there ain't even no point in keep fighting no more. Like it's over. He's here. It's over. You got to just give up. That's why I was like, man, this dude is the best. He's it.
Nah, that's real. And good shout out to that scene. I forget how incredible that whole scene is. That skyscraper.
Yeah,
scene.
no,
Yeah.
that was
With him and his sister,
Fight
and they
scene is amazing.
Nah,
and then he gotta save his friend. Like that was wild, bro.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
tier.
Nah, Solid list. I mean, we all have the same minds.
Yeah.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Only one that was different was Mike Gore and Icarus. And honestly, I would have said Icarus was on my list that I took off. So
Okay.
yeah, look at us.
And Gore was on my honorable mention as well. So
See?
You understand what I'm saying? Stop it,
he
Snowden.
He
Stop.
needed some more time.
That was all. Yeah, they didn't give it to
time.
him.
Yep.
They didn't let him rock. It's Christian Bale. What y'all doing?
All right.
Like, if it was anybody, it'd be like, all right, fine. But it's Christian Bale. Y'all did that to Jesus.
Yeah.
And he got to make up
Can't
for
cut
y'all.
Christian Bale.
You got in the
So
whole.
somebody, like a couple people in the comments on YouTube said Arthur Harrow from Moon Knight.
Yeah,
I will give you that.
Me too.
He was very menacing without being souped up, if that makes sense.
No, you said it
He was
perfectly.
like unsettling.
Yeah.
Always
The
unsettling.
glass in the shoes.
Oh my
I
god.
was just about to say the
Oh,
beginning where
God.
he's like
Ugh.
stepping on this stuff, the glass, I'm sorry. And then just like as time went on in the show, I was like, okay, he is a force to be reckoned with. And then Moon Knight did that goofy stuff of all the blacking out stuff. So you don't even get a final fight with him. And I hate that.
Yeah.
So, but Arthur Harrow, I will say, is a solid choice if you wanted to put him in like your top 5. He's in my, like, if we were discussing.
All right, he
before
in
we
my
went live,
10. Yeah.
Correct. If we
He
were
in that
doing a
10.
10, yeah, he's in my 10. But
I ain't gonna. It
he's
might
not
be
in the
7. It
5.
might be 8. Like, and he might be close to the list that we at.
Fair.
Because he did a great job. No, I did. I almost wish we could see him more, but like again, same thing we talking about.
Yeah.
We don't
Okay.
even know when we see him Moon Knight again.
That's facts. But all right. That was great.
That was
That
fun.
was fun. Yeah.
What's
That was
next?
awesome, guys.
Yeah. So next up, there's some history in the making here.
Okay, come
Angela
on.
Bassett, the first Marvel actor to be nominated for an Oscar, and
She gonna get this.
I think she is too.
If she don't, fine. It's a crazy
better.
category. I mean, I'm not even trying to be.
It's a very
just-
loaded
It's a
category.
loaded category.
Yeah,
Like a
it
couple
really is.
categories this year, a little sturdy. That's why I get where people like snubs, but like there's some pretty good choices in there. So
Right.
Before we get too far into the question, do you see anybody taking it from her? Because if I'm being honest, the only person that I can think of is the girl who played the daughter in Everywhere.
but that's a
Everything
big, but that's a,
Everywhere All
but
at
that's a
Once.
whoa, but that's
That is
yeah.
because that movie's probably going to sweep the Oscars. If
It
we're
might,
being honest,
it might, right?
It
I
deserves
just
it.
don't want her to take it over
From Angela,
Right,
and
right,
also,
right.
and Angela got one right, or am I
Nah, she
incorrect?
don't. This
So
is her
that would
first.
be a double huge win. You know what I mean?
because like Angela put everything in that role, every monologue she gave. Even when she was wrong, I was still. It's in that. That's why it was so good to put her in the same movie as like someone like Namor, because I'm like, I see where she's coming from too.
Right.
What are we doing here?
That movie, her muscles were acting in that film.
They were.
That's
they
how
were.
like
Nice facts.
her body language was on another like you wanted to break down every time she talked. Remember just the scene real quick, like when it's her and Okoye.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we know, like, Okoye, like, we know she did it the best she was supposed to do in that moment. But then when she said what she said, and then, like, how you lost lost my kid, I was just like, all right, Angela, all right, let her go. Just, okay, I don't want to keep hearing you yell at me about it. I felt like I was in the room.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nah.
You could feel the tension even if
was
because they
bad.
pan to other people in the room during that scene and you
Yeah.
see it on their face. It's like, ooh, you can't even, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't think an MCU performance has like commanded that much attention, like on screen from the
No.
audience. I can't remember one. Man, that was incredible. That whole throne room scene.
I'm
Yeah.
so mad because what he just said is a perfect transition to the next topic, but it's literally based on the same topic that we're talking about right now. You didn't hear what he said? It's low-key perfect. Unless you just want to do it.
Nah, that's the plan.
I mean, hey, look
was
what
the
you
plan,
did.
you know?
You did a little. All right, Salt Bay. Well, what Adam just said, the next question that we're leading into through that was, do you guys think there has been any other performances ever in the MCU, or we change it
Just
to
comic book
Marvel,
period.
comic book adaptations, probably movies or shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ever that does deserve Emmy nom
Oscars.
recognition at all? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
even a nom, right?
I'll go first on that.
Okay,
one.
come on, what's up?
Now, I really think The Dark Knight, bro. Like,
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Heath
Did
Ledger
he not
got that
get?
one.
Oh, he got that. That's the thing.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he got
You
one?
scared the hell out. If he didn't, what?
Okay. All right.
I'm
I don't
pretty
think it
sure
got the
he
best
won that
picture.
one.
It didn't get Best
It
Picture.
should've
Is that what
gotten
you're trying
the
to
Best
say?
That's what I
Picture.
meant.
Sorry, let's take that back.
Not the.
But
not
I thought
the
we we're going
actors.
actor performances though.
You could go with that too,
Mm,
but I
that's just two
definitely do
different things. Okay.
think that John deserved
movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
That is
definitely
different,
did.
right? Okay.
Definitely deserved at least a
Yeah.
nom for Best Picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what? That's one of the greatest movies of all time. And
No,
I feel like
for
we all
sure.
know that.
Mhm.
Even if you're not a comic book fan, it was like, y'all see The Dark Knight though? Look at Snowden. Here we go. You got a hot take? Come on, hot take, Timmy.
No.
Throw it in. Throw it in the pot.
I just think it's overrated.
The
It's-
Dark Knight?
I like Batman Begins more.
I've enjoyed this show with y'all.
Yeah, it's all right, man. Yeah, you can go
Here's my
whenever
thing.
you need.
Here's my thing.
Yo, you better break this
before
down, my friend.
The pitchforks and knives come out.
Uh-huh.
Here's my thing. Whenever anyone discusses this film, they never talk about any aspect other than Joker. Like if we were to discuss Wakanda Forever,
That is true,
there's
though.
a bunch of stuff that we can discuss
Touche.
besides Namor. You feel me? When everybody talks about like Infinity War, we all have multiple things to talk about. If you talk about Dark Knight and say I bring up the one part where
It's a Joker movie.
It's a Joker movie.
But we know
It's
that.
the same thing with Wanda and Multiverse of Madness. You don't go for Batman. You're not paying attention to him.
I don't like
When
what
he's
you
supposed to be
doing.
the greatest detective, trying to find out which little bullet pierced the wall and stuff like that. No one remembers that. No one remembers him fighting dogs. No one remembers any of that. They just remembered Heath Ledger flipping buses or Heath Ledger sliding down piles of cash or sticking a pencil in someone's eye.
That scene
And
is
I think
crazy though. Stop it. Don't
be-
even act
to
like
be
that.
a-
It's not next
you're-
level.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It was, but like as a film, everyone always talks about it, but they never talk about any other aspects of the film.
I ain't gonna
know
lie.
what I mean?
You kind of spitting right now. I could play devil's advocate though, because
Go ahead.
sometimes. All right. Oh yeah, dude, we about to get into some stuff right now. I'm just trying to think of someone in comparison.
Okay.
Off the fly, like all right, someone like Denzel, right? Who just literally anytime you go to see a Denzel movie, you almost don't care who's in the movie, right? Like, most people just want to. It's Denzel. We just want to see Denzel do whatever. We damn near might go see a movie with just him. Shit, Fences is just 4 people in the cast. I think 5, if I'm correct. Only 5 people in the cast, and it's mainly just Viola and Denzel. And people want to see it just because it's these people. We just want to see y'all do what y'all do, right?
Right.
A movie like, I'm just spitballing though, a movie like John Q, right? That's one of my favorite Denzel movies. Not because it's not the greatest movie of all time. He got better movies than John Q. But he is another level. I just don't get that many times other places. I go to this movie because of him and this thing. There's other like people. The person who plays his wife, I always forget her name, Kimberly Elise. Right?
Yeah.
Murdered that film, but I'm not looking to that movie because of her. I'm watching Denzel. That's it. And I can rewatch it, right? I don't think that takes away that I'm not saying the movie is also still a good film though. With Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, I like what you did because you're right. That movie is just it's a Wanda movie. I'm gonna just give it to you. But I think there's things wrong with the movie not wrong with the movie, but there's things that we didn't like much about the film outside of the Wanda stuff that also just made that conversation worse. It's like it didn't even the Doctor Strange film and these other little things. You know what I mean? Dark Knight, even though we barely care about the other Batman stuff, you watch the movie, every scene, it's a great film. We just only care about Joker because that was probably debatably the best actor performance, at least I might have ever seen in my life. It's just up there. It's one of those. And we're always going to remember it because of that. So like you got a crazy point. It might be overrated as the way people talk about it, right? But it's not one of them. It's one of them.
It's a good film. Like I would never take it away from them.
It's not a great film. It's just good.
It's to draw it back.
It's a film.
To draw it back to something that we were talking about earlier. I put Dark Knight and Spider-Man 2 on the same level. I get that they're great films.
I get what you're saying.
I get it. However, there's better things out there than these films, but because of one performance, everyone elevates these movies to like such a high standard. But one performance doesn't make a fantastic movie. You feel me? Just like if I was to drop an album tomorrow and I only have one good song on that album amongst a whole bunch of okay tracks, no one's gonna bang with that album. They're gonna call it a mediocre album.
You're right, but I'm saying in comparison, that's like Doctor Strange. Like that's one fire ass song that's probably the greatest, like one of the hits of the year, which is Wanda, right? What the album is mid. Dark Knight, it's like a 12-track John, and 8 is bumping. Like
no
8
skips.
is 8. It's
No
a couple.
skips.
And if there is a skip, it's like a personal. It's like this not my favorite. A couple not my favorite, but a lot of these John, I'm running most of it back. You know what I mean? Do you feel like that's
Do me a favor. Describe an action scene from Dark Knight.
I remember all of even the dog scene that you're talking about with Scarecrow, correct? Or is that Scarecrow?
Because the dog scene happened at the end when he was taking on Joker in the.
Wait, I'm talking about
building.
the first scene with the Batmans though, where everybody's fake being Batman. It's like a bunch of fake Batmans.
Oh, yeah.
There's dogs in there too.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
There we go. See, look, I just gave you a whole action scene. Didn't he jump?
One of the funniest readings I've ever heard. I laugh every time I hear that.
Right.
Ugh.
You are right though. There's barely actually any action scenes though. I will give you that.
Also, the scene where he goes to get he goes and gets the dude from like China, because the dude tries to go run
Yes.
out of China, and Batman, that whole scene,
Next
and then where
level.
he like ties him to the thing and the plane
Oh
comes
my.
by and gets him, that whole scene, cinema.
What
To be
about
honest with you,
that
Adam,
one, Snowden?
You could be just making that up on the
No,
spot.
no, stop. That is real.
Don't remember that.
You don't remember it. You know what?
I don't remember that.
I
This
can tell
is-
you the train scene in Batman Begins though when he's taking on Liam Neeson.
That was a
I'll
tough
tell
scene,
you
though.
that.
Again, it goes back to what I was saying. Snowden wants my character and
That
flesh
might
it
be
out.
it.
It's you. It's just this is your
might be
pick.
it.
You know what I mean? If you get a Batman story did you like the Batman? That makes me interested to know about that now.
It's a really good movie. I have not watched it since the one time that I watched it because it's not rewatchable for me. For whatever reason.
It's
I just
long
have-
too. Okay, I can get that point.
But see, here's my thing. Wakanda Forever's long. I watched that 3 times. I just think it's just something I don't want to say it's inherently boring because it's not. It's probably one of the best portrayals of Batman because he's actually doing detective work.
Right,
The
right,
eye
right.
acting from Pattinson alone is fantastic in that film. The little side characters and building up to stuff outside of this film is really good. I just have not had a hankering to go back and
A warning
rewatch it.
to it, and I'm
Correct.
and I get that too. I was only just wondering because it's like I feel like. Do you feel like that movie is more of a Batman film than like Dark Knight? Now that we
Talking about the Batman?
yeah,
Yeah.
as a
Yes.
Batman movie, right?
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Because who's the
topic.
villain?
In which one? In
The Batman.
Riddler?
Batman,
You're right. It is the Riddler.
the Riddler.
It is the Riddler.
But it still is and like
Like, when I think back on that film, as far as the Riddler goes, I remember him, like, not being there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a
almost
lot of, like,
Joker.
him calling phones and a
almost
lot of
Joker
him
stuff. You know what I
showing
mean?
his, like, him on a TV screen or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, when he's around, that, like, do they even fight?
no,
Because, like, he
No,
gets
I don't
arrested
think
and then
so.
he's in jail for the rest of the movie.
yeah, he fight the fake versions of him.
Right.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know if that makes it more of a
Oh.
Batman film or not. Look, we getting into.
Trippy told me
We was spitting though. No, that was a good topic. That was a good topic point.
That was.
But now that we're here though, yeah, is there any other portrayals? And stop laughing. Is there any
No, I'm looking
other
at the chat. Yo,
genre?
Trippy in there going wild.
Trippy told me I have an outtake.
He said he got an L tape.
Oh, I like it.
He said Bell in the interrogation scene is iconic. Yeah, that is.
Come on.
It
That's
is.
fair. That's fair.
Wait, no, but while we're here, right? Is there any other comic book performance, not just movie or movie, that y'all think should have gotten a nom or it was like, yeah, maybe should have gotten a nom or it was enough for it to be recognized in that way ever?
I'll kick y'all one that I still to this day am mad that she didn't get nominated for, and that's Kate Blanchett for Hela in Thor Ragnarok. I still think her performance in that movie, like performance, is just it's incredible. And Kate Blanchett's incredible in
Like
literally
what?
everything she's in. I think she's won an Oscar in the past. I believe she's nominated again this year. It's like she's incredible. And I mean, I don't even want to say that they wasted her in that movie because I think she was great.
Yeah.
But like. And I'm not really all that upset that she's not coming back. I think she serves a good role as just being a one-off, and then she's done. But man, it's offensive to me that she did not get nominated for that because she is so good throughout that entire movie. She's incredible.
She was bad too. I'll say it. The black and green.
He said I was trying to
working
get some
for her.
swords thrown at me. Stop it. Nah, but bro, that was a crazy. I'm about to air horn you again. Not that I forgot about her. It's just been there's been movies ago, a few movies
That's
ago,
facts.
bro. She was
Nah, she was crazy.
ever in MCU like villains. She's up there.
She's up in the top.
right?
all
She's
time,
up
all
there
time.
all time MCU. Like I don't even think that's a discussion that she's up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And wow, like you ain't never lied. I guess that was just back when this is the first like nomination for Marvel, right?
Yeah.
For acting.
For acting.
So we didn't and that's now, right? In 2023. So it's just back then they definitely didn't care, let alone last year,
Right,
right? So
right.
it's just interesting, especially when it's like a Hollywood actor like that. That's what's so funny. It's like y'all get the people that y'all nominate every year, then they get in this one thing. You're like, we don't like them anymore.
Right.
It's like, what happened? What switched?
Ridiculous.
I didn't see. Like y'all love Willem Dafoe. right?
Yeah.
No,
Right,
like
right.
what did y'all see Spider-Man? I'm just but nah, that was a crazy pick, bro. Damn,
That was a good one.
good one. Mine might be a little easy, like it was. It was a
Let me
layup.
see if I think. If
Shirley.
you're gonna say what I think,
What was you think I was gonna say? I'll wait. I'll say
yeah,
what.
okay.
This
That's not where I was
time,
gonna go, but okay.
I just feel like
I like
it's gonna
that.
sound crazy. I hope people don't get black people don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me because I love Angela and she was phenomenal in that movie. She might still have done the best performance overall if you want to say that based on the scene she got. Cool. We act like Shuri. Did y'all watch the first scene that we watched? Did we watch the scene with her and Michael B. Jordan?
Man.
Did we all watch it? Like that's my only. I haven't heard one conversation. Nobody.
Do me a favor, hit the little clap
Come
button.
on, man.
This
Thank
is
you.
it.
He said not even air horn me. Give me the whole clap. I just feel like it was a missed thing. I don't know if maybe the whole controversy about Shuri, maybe that is what, who knows with the Oscars. You know what I'm saying? Like the Academy or whatever. But like, I don't get what, as a fan base, no one talked about Shuri. Letitia Wright at all. Like it literally was missed. And without her performance in the movie, like we can't even feel certain ways about the film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's funny that you say. I know we talked about this before. Like after we seen the movie, like I really feel like, and people don't talk about this, but like I feel like her performance in Wakanda Forever really does mirror like kind of like Tom Holland's in No Way Home.
That's a perfect.
Just the kind of the amount of stuff they had to go through in that film to get to the end of, you know what I mean,
Yes.
to get to the other side of stuff. I feel like people are not giving her the credit for that because based on everything that happened to get this film even out,
in real life, right?
her
Yep.
put like you know what I mean. Despite what you might think about whatever views that she has, like the performance was there. You know what I mean? Right. Everybody, I feel like everybody, it really was a tribute to Chad. Like they all put it all on the floor.
You could tell.
Like you know what I mean?
Definitely commanded the screen.
100%. And that's something that, I feel like everybody was nervous about before it.
Yeah.
And it's not even that she shut him up. It was like she shut him up so much they stopped talking about her. It was like, oh, okay. Angela.
Yeah.
Should have go ahead too. It's just like Letitia was so like people definitely might have been crying in some of these scenes that she had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just the Angela one. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's my pick. I felt like that was an easy one though, but nobody see it.
That's a good one.
I want to give a special shout out to Rico in the chat as well because I saw he said Tom Hiddleston is probably the best like supporting actor in all the MCU, and I want to say that was my number 2 pick below Kate Blanchett. I was like, I know those like the early Thor movies and stuff, like the mileage varies on that, but dude, Tom Hiddleston in those movies is incredible. It's like he brings out those movies. Without him, I don't know. Those movies would be in a dark place without him.
Good point too, because
You're
he
right.
is definitely. Wow, I didn't even think it'd be in the dark place.
Shout out to Rico
Hilarious
for that one.
Yeah, shout out Rico, man.
Yo, Rico in there. Come on, Wakanda Council, getting it together in there. Yeah. But nah, damn. Like, wow.
Yeah, I'm
People
still
been going crazy, and we just Hollywood don't care.
This Snowden, did you say yours yet?
Really?
No, I haven't.
So I'm curious what you're gonna say because
too.
all right.
So there's two that come to mind. Like anytime that I think about like someone being in a comic book movie in general and not getting a praise for an Oscar. The first one, and I feel like there's an obvious one for me, and then there's like a personal one for me. So the obvious one I feel like is Hugh Jackman and Logan. And somebody even said that
I
in
seen
the
Ryan
I
said that
to you when we brought up this topic. I was like, Hugh Jackman and Logan.
Yeah.
That is
for
insanity.
him to not only be this character for X amount of years,
Oof.
but then take it to the degree that he did in that final movie.
What?
And now they're probably gonna ruin it with Deadpool.
Yo.
You were doing so well.
You were doing really well. Like I almost applauded you. I just stopped my hand.
You can still applaud me.
No, I have to wait.
But I think
Nah, but you spitting about with Logan though, bro. It's
the idea of him keeping himself in that shape for more than 20 years, maybe?
Yeah.
Something like that. And then amazing. Coming from where he came from, which was like on Broadway, and becoming this force of nature as this comic book character who took we were all around in the 90s. The big 3 for Marvel were Spider-Man, Hulk, and Wolverine. So he had that stepping off platform and just made it his own. While he had some shaky outings as the character, that role and that performance in Logan, beautiful.
Bro, the last scene in Logan with him, do we have to even talk about it? I want to get emotional. Do you remember Logan like that? You got to rewatch it?
Yeah.
Bro, like his acting is really, like we do forget about how incredible he was in that movie specifically.
Oh,
Again, what
I
you
got
said.
told to watch my mouth. Oh no.
You in trouble?
I'm sorry.
Oh, because Deadpool,
3
stop. We're not
has
doing
me
that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You know what? You should watch it.
shaky.
No, stop that. Nah, man. But you.
And then like the personal one that I would like if I was able to go back in time and like push this nomination, it would have been Shameik Moore for Into the Spider-Verse as Miles.
Wow.
I think he carries that film. And like not only does he carry it, like he has like so much charisma as the character, but then like you also feel like his emotional beats and you're like, this is really good. And then the moments that he brings forth only using his voice, like those triumphant moments, beautiful. And then just the way that he carries his character, like I know we're all excited to see the next movie, but like I feel like he's a really big part of that because of his interpretation of Miles. And I think he kind of got, not shoehorned because he didn't get in there, but like whatever the opposite of shoehorned is, like he got overlooked for carrying this animated film. And I feel like that's why it's because it's an animated film.
Yeah, there's a lot goes into it, right? Of course.
Yeah. They're like, oh, animation's for kids. Shut up, bro. But like, I think Shameik Moore should have been at least in a conversation for like voice portrayal and actor for an Oscar.
Wait, whoa, pause. Because one, you just smoked that. I'm going to applaud you again. Smoked that, 100%. But is that even a category of voice acting? I just thought about that now. I don't think that exists. Look at how much they don't.
I know they
It
do
doesn't,
like
it
best
definitely
animated.
should.
They do animated film. That's it. And then they'll do like the people I think that work on those
Spider-Verse
films.
won that.
Yes,
They did.
Yes, they
Well,
did.
yeah.
And it's like, of course, right? But it's like, y'all just gonna give us the whole movie? You know how many people went crazy in this? The soundtrack should have got something. I don't even know if the soundtrack got anything.
Even
it did well enough on
people like,
Spotify.
what's his name? Is it Liev Schreiber who was Kingpin in that movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
God
yeah.
damn.
There was a lot of good
Excellent.
performances,
Great
bro.
performances.
Great performances in that film.
Wow. Marshall, Prowler? Marshall Ali?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
His dad, Brian.
Tyree Henry.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nah, they need to. I don't know what they doing. We're gonna have to talk to somebody.
You want to talk about chemistry? Shameik Moore and Jake Johnson as Peter and
Nah,
Miles?
bro. Craziest duo. Craziest.
Who was it? I think it was Trippy. You want to talk about chemistry with Bale and Heath Ledger?
Okay. Oh,
Don't even talk about chemistry
stop.
to me.
This.
I'm gonna hear this in the group chat later, and I know it, but I'm gonna speak up on it.
Wait, did you say one or you left? I think you left.
Okay, I'm surprised nobody said Thanos.
I think someone did. Someone in the comments said he should have been seen, but I guess if we're thinking like the Oscars,
Right.
like,
I didn't even want
it was
to.
makeup. Technically, it wasn't a real character.
That's true.
However, that don't stop.
But I agree.
Andy
what's
Serkis
his-
or
what's
something,
his
right?
name? What's his name? My precious, that guy.
Andy Serkis.
Yeah,
Andy
yeah.
Serkis. I was right.
Andy
Yeah.
Serkis.
Oh yeah.
Josh Brolin
Bro,
should have
even
got
forget my
nominated.
precious.
Oh yeah.
Planet of the
Caesar?
Apes.
Caesar?
Like, but I see what you said because I was going to say that. Is this going to sound mean? But I don't think I'm going to ever meet Josh Brolin. He's okay.
You take
Thanos.
that back.
I'm not even
take
trying
that
to. All right,
back.
let me try to.
Josh Brolin.
Because Josh Brolin in certain roles is very good. I know he's a good actor. I'm not making it sound like he's mid. He's not. He's not The Rock. I'm not putting him. I'm not putting that on.
You just
him,
called it
right?
straight.
man had
Yo,
to ride
Rock.
a little
We
girl's
don't mean
bike.
that. We don't mean that,
Yeah.
Rock.
Power to the people, Rock. You a brother, but let's get it together now. Like Black Hat.
He's catching
Like
some
Adam?
crazy strays.
A
Super
lot
is
of them.
crazy straight.
Hey man, who you want me to say somebody else? This is gonna make it
Oh,
worse.
go-
It's gonna make it worse.
Keep it going.
Stop
Just
it.
keep going. Just keep going.
It was gonna be bad. We're gonna get in trouble. So, who we talking about? I'm thinking about The Rock now. Who was you
You
talking about?
talking about Josh Brolin?
Yes. I'm really not trying to diss him because I love his portrayal in a lot of movies. He is a good actor. But as Thanos, like I feel like it was just Thanos. Is that weird to say? You know what I mean?
It is
Because he did the
I think
job
he
well,
loses
right?
himself in that role.
Yes.
I think
It
he does
just
fantastic.
it didn't make me be like, damn man, you need an award for this as this purple man.
I
You know?
mean,
It's like it was really
Like, I
his
almost-
voice that did it for me. Like I
True.
thought his voice was great, but then like a lot of times, if I've watched that movie so many times, his face doesn't really have like crazy
Many
facial
emotions,
expressions.
that's
like
the
when
thing.
I'm watching it, like yeah, it's really just like his voice that brings it
Yes.
out. Like to me,
And that's a good point. Again, it goes to the voice acting thing though, because if that was the thing, he absolutely should have gotten on. I don't even would debate that,
Right.
Because the only emotion you really get visually is when he does that scene with Gamora and he cries. That scene is dope. But again, I don't even know that was CGI. Did he cry?
Nah. There was another scene he showed emotion.
No, give it to me. Give it to me. I might be wrong.
It was the one.
The one that what happened?
Yeah.
When they touched down on Titan, and he was like, Ebony? And Strange was like, yeah, no, we killed boy. And now we coming for you. And he was like, today's been a sad day. And then come on.
Come on. Snowden?
That's
what you wanted. That's the emotion. This is number saying Oscar. We're talking about Oscar. Oscar or Oscar Mayer Wiener? Which one? Hot dogs, bologna, or
did you hear the part where he said you should have gone for the head? Come on now.
He did. That was a bar.
That was emotional.
What did you do? Did that make you be like, oh yeah, that's something with Denzel?
Good.
You know what? I might even give it to Tom Hiddleston in that role when he got killed before I give it to.
True.
I'm not even trying to be
That
funny.
was a lot of emotion right there. Yeah.
That was ridiculous. It ain't easy to die and make it look. It ain't that easy. I've seen.
Did it like 5 minutes before. So
all right, don't do that. I didn't hear his neck break. Did you? Because the neck did something to me. When I saw Loki, I was like, oh, that sounded like an apple. Someone bit it. That was crazy. Oh my God. It sounded like somebody bit an apple. I didn't like it.
This episode is unhinged.
It is. We gonna get in trouble. YouTube, don't block us.
Trippy say, yo, this episode is just called Listen Hot Takes. We just say no.
We didn't know. You're right. That's funny. Okay. All right. But those are good picks, man.
They really were.
Somebody got hired.
I want to add one more thing to
please.
Go ahead, bro.
Going crazy.
Yeah.
I just thought about something when the Gamora scene when they're on what's the planet with the Soul Stone? I can't remember.
That's what I was talking about when he cries.
When he has,
Vormir.
when he has to go
Yeah.
drop her off.
That was the scene I'm
sorry,
talking about.
little
Yeah.
one.
He killed.
Yeah,
He killed that.
That needs a shout. Yeah.
But that's what I was saying.
Absolutely.
Like, was that his real tear or was that a CGI tear?
That
The
ain't them
emotion was
Avatar's
great.
tears, though. We need to draw the line because
You got to stop. But
things is getting crazy right now with the CGI. So we need to eventually
is a
draw the
powerful
line.
They really are.
Right.
I don't like when Zen did it. Y'all try to agree with him. Stop it.
You know I got a little
You
beef with
seen-
James Cameron.
I know, but stop it. Oh, I don't like how you looked at him.
You got beef with Jimmy Cam?
He just don't like Marvel. I'm sad. Stop being so mean to us. We know you win stuff. We know.
That's fair.
Just be nice.
But his blue people are cool. I'll say it.
Hey,
Nah, his
man.
blue people lit. His blue people lit. Excellent.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Somebody
I'm
had
gonna
a
let that-
deeper somebody had a topic with that. Don't make me start spitting. All right, I'm gonna do it real quick. Somebody said on Twitter the other day, they didn't say if it was a good thing or a bad thing. They just said, hey, think about this. It's interesting. This movie, obviously, we know y'all know it just went. I don't know which one it passed, but it's 6 now in highest of all
Force
time.
Awakens today.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's over 2.15 or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, Trump changed.
And we know it, right? Trump changed
For
of course.
James Cameron, yeah.
Right. And we know how crazy he's going. It's obvious that we love his movies, and his movies are phenomenal. We're not even just pointless to say otherwise, right? Someone would say it's interesting though when you think about Avatar. The only thing I'm hearing that people say about the movie, and by the way, I've seen it. I felt this way before I saw it, and I weirdly feel this way after the movie. And I still love everything about the movie. I swear, I loved it. It was 10 out of 10 to me. But like, okay, they were like the only thing you hear about the movie now is just that it keeps making money. Like no one's talking about performances in it. No one's talking about music. No one's talking about.
Facts.
They are saying visually it's amazing, but we know that already, right? That we saw that from the first one. We knew that. I know that the 3D was better this time, but like, okay, right? Like I'm not dissing that. It was a phenomenal. No one's talking about the film, and I just thought that was interesting. What does that mean? Is there something to that? Is there a reason why we think that? Or have you guys heard people talk about it? I haven't. So
There's
it's
certainly. There's got to be conversations about it, right?
But have you heard them? I just haven't heard them.
I feel like film Twitter can be kind of like a small minority type thing, but like a very vocal
Very good
minority.
point.
And it's like I feel like there's a lot of people that are really talking about this movie and enjoying it, but like I think it's kind of passed over film Twitter, like most things do in a week.
Also, the other thing
That is interesting though, because we still talk about Wanda. Not me, but like people still it pops up on my feed, right? And I know we all feeds are based on algorithms. I get it all, but we all follow the same things here.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that in our world, not all of us are like, well, maybe it's because of this, because we don't see it.
You know what's really
It's just
funny?
weird.
You know what movie is being talked about? It's fucking Puss in Boots.
And
That
they going
is true.
and I keep
Everyone's
talking about
Puss
it.
in Boots.
Bro, that's my point. We hear a lot. I hear scenes about Puss in Boots, and I haven't seen
Have
the
you seen
movie.
Puss in
No, I
Boots?
need to. I know. I
Yeah,
haven't
nah,
seen it.
I'm hearing it's incredible. People keep saying like, yo,
I saw the one scene alone where he's
to go
fighting
see
some
it.
type of thing, and it just looked insane visually.
Puss
I
in
gotta send
Boots
you
was
that. Joint.
fantastic.
I know it is. Yeah, I'm
I'll
hyped
tell
for
you
what
what.
they're
I'll tell
doing
you right
next.
now. The villain in Puss in Boots This one's for you, Trippy. I want you to listen.
Pleasure. Oh, here we go.
Yo. All right. We got to go to another topic. We can't talk about Avatar no more. We talking about Avatar? What are we talking about? We talking about Oscars and stuff? Baloney?
Baloney?
No. Not Heath Ledger.
God.
Not Heath Ledger. Stop that. Stop that.
No.
What a wild take. Okay. But no, y'all see what don't y'all think it's interesting though? Definitely what Adam said, like, of course, we're not seeing the fans out there that are literally like just tweeting, that's obsessed with Avatar and tweeting every day, like, I love this movie, this is my favorite scene, da-da-da-da. But damn, not one tweet, y'all? I have not seen anything. And I saw the film. Before this, I thought what they were saying. I was like, why ain't nobody telling me what's happening? Not that I want to know, but I was like, I can't tell you why y'all think it's so good. I asked and they're like, it looked great, man. I'm like, what? Okay. Then I saw it and I was like, it looks great. And the story was cool. It was cool. I was into it. It made sense the whole time. I'm interested to see another one, but I can't tell you more.
Do you think the length has something to do with it?
Maybe.
The fact that it's damn near 3 hours?
Maybe because since
people
we're
don't
not so
talk about Batman either. And Batman was either a little bit shorter or it was around the same time. However, Wakanda Forever was also as long as those. Well, not as long as.
But here's the
Avatar,
thing: I was
but
gonna right when you said the length already interest. I get it now because okay, with Marvel we're connected to these Johns, so that fan base is gonna keep talking about whatever's happening forever. We only got one movie now, like one extra movie. The lore, I guess, is the first movie. You know, so the connection really isn't there besides just being like, oh, I'm interested to see one after this. But it's not like, I don't even remember names. And that's not a bad thing. I love everyone's portrayal. I don't remember names because I've only seen it how many times? You know what I mean?
Sure.
So it could just be a connection thing.
How many characters can you name from Black Panther Wakanda Forever?
I could probably name all. No, don't do that. I can't name all of them.
You can name a good amount, though.
I can name a good amount though. Is this good or bad?
How many characters can you name from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish? Yeah.
Stop it. I don't know. Puss in Boots, I can name him.
That is indeed a character in Puss in Boots.
Oh my god.
But yeah, sorry. I know that I just went left field. But I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Right? It's like such a big movie and nobody talking about it.
Nah, that's facts.
Sure.
That's facts.
But I feel like the first one was like that too.
It was.
So
It's
maybe
just
it's
weird.
just a pattern.
Like what? But what is that? Like why are we doing
Maybe
that?
that's just the Jim Cameron effect right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. You know?
'cause, like,
Nah,
even-
man, that sounds like he putting some stuff they put in Coco Melon. I don't like that.
Oh, no.
That's why there's something wrong with them kids. Everybody watching Coco Melon. Y'all go home and see the videos of them kids watching Coco Melon. That's what my child don't watch. What's going on?
Here's my thing though. Like, did anybody discuss
It's like crack for
Titanic
kids.
after it came out?
I don't know.
Man, were we a lot? When did that come out? when did that? 90? Was that 90? 90 something? Or 80? 98? I was 4, bro. I don't know what they was talking
That's what I'm trying to. Like, obviously, we wouldn't know, but like,
Right, no, you're making a good
people
point. I'm just
back
playing.
then were
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like, I know
she
that
got
about,
moved
like,
over.
Star Wars, right? I know that's not James Cameron. I'm saying I know, like, certain movies did get that hype. That's why those are the ones that stayed. But you're right, dude. They talk, maybe because it's like, regular, it's humans and
Maybe
a real story.
Maybe it did. Because
and
like,
it's
he
kind of
also
true.
That's what I'm
He
saying. It's
did
history to an
this
extent. Yeah.
He did Terminator 2, and people still regard that as one of the best sequels. So maybe it's just
It is.
Avatar.
I'll give him
I
that.
think it's this CGI thing that we don't know what it is, but we're like here. You just like place this
Maybe
with this
because-
world of a thing.
Because to bring up your point about Planet of the Apes, that last trilogy was. But
Chef's
no
kiss.
one really
Nobody
talks
talked about
it.
it to the point where
Right.
they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna reboot it. We don't think y'all liked it. We liked it,
Which is
like,
weird because
crazy.
it was so good.
It was so good. You didn't watch it, did you?
So-
I watched the first
Oh,
one.
okay,
I still
okay.
gotta finish it, John.
Yeah.
Do you
it's so
think
good.
it's because there's not that big of a human element in that movie, as where like there's only one character? Because if we talk about like films that have like a majority CGI thing and like one human, I can like right off the rip, I can name like the Jungle Book reboot, like live action
Right.
that came out in
I see what you're
2016.
saying.
Phenomenal
Right.
take on that movie, but no one really
no one talked
it.
about, bro. You
Because
hitting
like
it
there's a
right
lot
now.
of CGI elements.
Yeah.
However, when you look at Transformers, where there's a lot of CGI, but there's still a lot of humans in it, people talk about it. It
Yes,
could be
they
good, it could be bad.
do.
But like, I think it's because there's not a lot of people that they can grasp.
It's a connection. Yeah,
Right.
we don't feel anything besides
Right.
you're this blue
Now,
thing.
if you slap me in a big blue avatar body and I get one of them little ponytails, I might
Right.
bang with the
Right,
movie
nah,
a
I
little
see
bit
what
more,
you're
start
saying.
chanting about it.
Yeah,
But like, because I'm not a Navi,
right.
you know what I mean? But like Sam Witwicky running with the Allspark, I'm like,
exactly.
yeah, my boy, run.
Yeah, I'm with him, right? Oh, wow.
So I think it just has to do with like there's no human element?
I think
to it?
so, bro. Because Zoe Saldana, this is why we got into this, by the way. She was next level in this movie because it's
Yes.
Thanos.
Right.
She is next
great.
level. We all at one point have seen on Twitter that video with her actually doing it in the suit, right? Have y'all seen that by now? The behind the scenes where they actually show her. So we know how crazy she went.
Yeah.
We still don't talk about it. So I think it's what you're saying. It's just these blue people. We mean.
Hey,
Damn.
hey, James Cameron, maybe you need to
I got
relax.
something for y'all.
Maybe you just gotta make less blue people. What'd you say?
So I got something for y'all. How sure can we be that these numbers aren't being fabricated? When's the listen? When's the last time y'all saw? Who do y'all notice seeing Avatar?
Oh my
in the last
God.
3 weeks?
You are about to spit right now.
In the last 3
Listen,
weeks,
I don't know. No, Zen don't even want to see it.
One
yeah.
movie in the world for 7
Whoa.
weeks, and I'm like, I don't know anybody that's seen this movie in 6 weeks. I went and saw it opening weekend. That's it. Who is?
Yeah.
How is
No,
Avatar
he's low
7
key.
weeks
It
later?
can't be.
I didn't even pay to see it.
Wait, Adam, where you located? Where you located? Like I
I
actually
live in
been interested-
Raleigh, North Carolina, on the East
wow.
Coast.
And you're like southeast, right? And you still nobody around you seeing it? We full
I
like
don't
we
know
all
a
the way
single
over
person
here,
that's seen this movie in the last 6 weeks.
bro. No,
It's
that's
the white people with dreads. Trippy, you gotta stop.
tripping. They gonna kick you off of YouTube. Get out of here, man. Which is interesting because they probably
It's the
are
spider
still seeing it.
fans.
But he's just a spider. Stop it. You know what? I did like
That's-
Spider in that movie.
That is a good point.
Wow.
Who is going to see this? But then once again, this goes back to the first one. Who was seeing it this many times to bump it up to like 2 billion?
That's facts, though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, that's
Adam,
why I'm
you,
like,
you
No,
might have
Adam
done something,
wanna
bro.
see
You
it.
might have.
Adam, but
Are we sure, how,
Adam, even though you
how
said
sure
that,
are we about his numbers?
also watch out. I feel like James Cameron might have people, and I'm already nervous. I shouldn't have said what I
Hold
said.
on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no.
Because here's the thing.
He might got snipes,
If
man.
we go off of that logic, Avatar wouldn't even be the first movie to flub numbers. Black Adam and The Rock was out here flubbing numbers.
Ooh, recently too.
So
Yo,
realistically,
Are we cracking the code? Are we gonna get in trouble?
We might be going too
might.
far.
I don't.
Dwayne
They,
Johnson
yo, if
might
they
knock on
delete
my
this
door
pod, I
tonight.
blame Adam and Snowden. Oh my God.
That's a good point.
Yo, that's so crazy. I don't know if we should keep talking about it.
But speaking of Black Adam and DC,
oh my God.
look at this. Look at me.
Look at Salt Bay.
But nah. So everybody's anticipating James Gunn's DC slate announcement.
are.
Allegedly, we getting it tomorrow, but who knows, right? He might wait till 11:59 tomorrow night.
Yo, I saw that tweet.
He's
I
got
hope
to
he
at
do.
this point. I think that's what's happening.
He should be more nasty. 1201. F1, right? Who cares that I said January? You still got it. Right. Like,
Right. But nah, we wanted to ask everybody, what is some things that y'all would want to see, y'all wish list for some of the stuff he might announce?
can I have one question?
Go ahead.
For the question 1st, just to clarify. Are we going full blown wish list like we said before, like favorites? This is what I want, even if we know we're never getting this. Or are we like trying
Let's
to
be
be
realistic.
and
Let's be realistic.
still what I want though?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
like that.
right in the middle, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
this
yeah.
could happen, but because I was gonna say Static Shock. The more I think about it, hell no, he ain't gonna do Static Shock right now. I hope,
Yeah.
but he's not.
I wouldn't.
That's
I
not going to be the
wouldn't count
first
him
4.
out.
We keep hearing it's only 4 announcements. If that is true, I don't think in the top 4, Static is going to be one of the first movies come out.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? You think
listen,
so?
you may be onto something without realizing
What?
you're onto something.
Why do you
One,
think so?
Because look at his track record. James Gunn doesn't go for the
The
main
regular
characters.
guy.
He
Okay.
goes for like the side characters. Also, I mean, if you look at like the way that movies are like broken down, obviously white people are like a big section of the movie going. But
Oh, I
black
just see what you're
people
saying right now. Yeah,
are
market
another big
wise.
section.
No,
Like
that's
we've
huge.
seen with the last 2 Black Panther
Yes.
movies. Like
Yes.
we kind of show up. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And like people have been
Oh, you're
asking for
right.
Static, whether you grew up with him, whether you just discovered him now.
Mm.
I mean, if there was any like left field thing to get everybody
Right.
excited,
Yeah,
it would be a Static movie. So you're not wrong.
that's
So
crazy.
don't
You just
count
spit that.
yourself
I ain't gonna lie to you. You just did a little something.
Don't count yourself out. Peacemaker, the
Right,
people he
right,
chose for his
right.
Suicide Squad,
Mhm.
the Guardians of the Galaxy. Don't.
I get you because it's not the number 1 pick, but it damn sure ain't the last pick. Is what you're
Correct.
saying. So
Correct.
who knows?
Correct.
True.
Okay. Well, that's one of my 4.
Okay.
Damn it. Because of Snowden. So,
I mean,
damn it, you gonna make me keep going?
I mean, you
shouldn't
already
have did
here,
that.
you
I
already
shouldn't
here.
have did that. All right, now we gotta go. I was about to steal yours. You did that to me. I thought about. I was like, damn man. All right, I'm gonna just be realistic. No, because this is a wish list, and not that I don't want a Superman movie. Actually, I'll do it. Yeah, we know we're gonna get a Superman movie, right?
I feel like that's gonna be one of the top things.
I just want one that we really love, man. I just feel like I'm a personal fan of. I know we have our problems with the whole last stuff. I wasn't hating on Man of Steel. It's not the best movie, ain't the worst movie. It's a solid film. You know what I mean? And I just feel like and I just think that like. I don't know. The last good Superman movies that people like were so old that I personally don't even want to go back like that. I've seen them before, but it's such a different time, bro. It's like I feel like I'm watching something that you would show me in school just because of the aesthetic. You know what I mean? So I just really hope that we just get a solid Superman film that makes people be like, yeah, I want to go see another Superman film.
Sure.
I don't even care who it is at this point. You know what I mean? But damn, you throwing me on. I'm going fat. Okay, so Superman, I got Static Shock. How many I do?
Two more.
Two more. Man, I can't take you or stop.
It's a lot of other characters.
I know, man, but no, I'm going super cheated right now again. A good Flash movie, even though we don't know if this is good or not. But regardless, it's not going to continue. And they're stealing things from Flashpoint, but like, is it Flashpoint? Because I saw that picture of Dark Flash. I don't even know what in the F
There's
a Dark
picture of
Flash
Dark
is.
Flash.
Don't look it up. Don't look it up if you don't want to be scared.
It's the
Because
toy,
Adam,
right?
I know you don't like horror. Don't look it up. It looks hideous. It's almost as bad as that kangaroo movie that ZENN keep trying to get people to watch.
Yeah.
It looks. They just don't. They just scared the way we look.
So people that don't get the Warriors of Virtue, go look it up. We're not gonna get into it, but it's.
By the way, I didn't say
Great
if it's a good film or not. I didn't say anything. I've never seen it. Just if you look at them, don't get sick. That's all I'm trying to say. They just look. It's just stuff going on. Anyway, though, but no, I'm not playing. Flash is my favorite. At least for DC, Flash has always been my favorite superhero, and I just feel like regardless if this Flash movie is good, bad, mid, in the middle, it don't matter. It's pointless. Nothing is going to happen from it again. Even if it's rebooting whatever it's doing, it's not going to be the same way whenever that gets returned to, if that's that way, right? So I just want an actual Flashpoint Paradox, Sean. Please, like an actual one with the storyline, with all the actual stories, with the other characters intertwined. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that'll be fire. And last, why'd you make me go first?
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know. We're gonna be here all day. What's the DC? I don't know what he's gonna do, man. I'm trying to be realistic. That's what's hard.
Right.
It's like, bro, we only know he's gonna pick a certain
James Gunn. Not to cut you off, but James Gunn is such a
he's interesting. Yeah, right.
Because he does, like Sona was saying, he does go for the unknown. But then again, I know he got put in this position
because he got to do certain things. He got qualification. You know what I mean? So he's gonna have to do. And you heard the Trinity conversation. Like he wants to. You know what I mean? He wants to have the Batman, Wonder Man, Superman be the forefront. So it's like that they might be the three already. So it's hard for me to pick another one. I'm gonna be mean. Whatever. We're here now. Since you made me go first. Wonder Woman, but no Gal Gadot. Please, good guy. I like the first Wonder Woman movie a lot. I'm not a hater of the first Wonder Woman movie. We all know what we saw with the second one. We don't have to talk about that. But the first one, the movie is solid. I never thought she was the best Wonder Woman, though. When I watch Wonder Woman and I like it, it's not because she's an incredible Wonder Woman. It's a good movie. The movie's fire. You know what I mean? I think about her. Maybe that's part of why we didn't really care as much in the second one. Because I'm like, I got no connection to you. Because nothing in you makes me want to be like, yeah, like I got to keep seeing this character. And it's Wonder Woman. I'm supposed to want to keep seeing this character. You know what I'm saying? She's legendary comic book character. So it's just like, I don't know. And don't ask me who I have in mind because I don't have a damn clue. It's really hard to pick a specific thing, especially with like, she's supposed to be from like Amazon. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know the right person. But I feel like if they hit someone that everyone falls in love with, they're going to make more money than they even made before Wonder Woman. And I think easily, too. I just think they got to get the right portrayal of all these new things, obviously. But, yeah, that's my 4.
Okay. That was a good 4.
Well, thanks, man, because I tried. I felt pressure there.
I guess I'll go. Since I made you go, I'll go next. So, number 1 on my list, though, I'm going to keep it a beam with you, is Green Lantern. And
that was the one I was going to steal.
I really want John Stewart Green Lantern, but I'll take any Green Lantern as long as the movie's good, honestly. We all know about the Ryan Reynolds film. A lot of us don't want to go back to that.
Fantastic film. Fantastic. I love it.
But you know, I feel like they deserve, like a Green Lantern film deserves to be well done. You know what I mean? Especially now with the CGI.
That's good point, bro.
You know what I mean? So like, that's number one. Number two, obviously Superman. We know that's gonna come. I'm not the biggest Superman fan personally, but I know I know that's coming.
You might want to spit some facts about that. People will eat you up.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh shit!
I'm not the biggest Superman fan. I'm sorry. I like Batman. It is what it is. Like,
get him TikTok.
But I do now I do like Superman a part of the Justice League. I like that dynamic of them interacting with each other. I think that's really cool because he's like this untouchable figure, and then you got all these other people in there, and then him dealing with it's a thing. But
that dynamic.
So I'm excited for whatever Justice League situation he's gonna ever do. But yeah, obviously we're probably gonna get a Superman film announcement. So yeah, just make it good. Number three.
Do you have a pick? Not that I don't think you're not always.
You talking about for fan casting?
Yeah,
I'm not good at that.
I know. I just was wondering. Y'all got a pick real quick?
For Superman?
Real quick, yeah. Because it's almost a hard genre to go by, like because it's supposed to be young.
Yeah,
we never really seen a young Superman, and I don't know, like, do y'all got to pick anybody? I don't want to cut you off. It's just people been trying to talk about it, and I've only heard like 2 names, so I'm just interested.
I don't know. I really don't have a good pick.
Nobody, right? It's hard. It's the age thing.
That's a hard. And I'm not good at the fan cast thing either.
Yeah,
it's hard, bro. Yeah.
But I'm not really tied too much to the looks of a character like that. Like I feel like you put somebody like a lot of people could play a good Superman. I feel like so.
Not sure.
I don't know, man.
As long as the writing is good.
Question,
you know what I mean? As long as the writing in the film is
because the
good,
writing matters more than anything.
It really does. You know what I mean?
I know people were trying to say the
end up with Chris Pratt as Superman.
Oh my God, I'll lose myself. I'll walk out. Stop it.
All right. So what was that? Was that 3?
Yeah. No.
Was that 2?
Green Lantern,
Superman. Okay, I'm gonna throw a third one out there. This one is a curveball.
Uh-oh.
But I feel like knowing James Gunn, he'll give us he's probably gonna have to give us certain people, and then they'll let him go crazy with another one.
Like 1 or 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Martian Manhunter.
Ooh, a movie? Yeah, okay.
Are you talking about like a solo project?
Yeah.
Or him popping up?
Yeah, I feel like it could. They can kind of I don't know if y'all
want a show or a movie?
I would like a movie.
Okay.
Only because I feel like they could use that as a jumping off point for a bigger Justice League. I don't know if y'all remember the Justice League cartoon that came on. He was low key the catalyst to bring them together at the very beginning of that show. So I feel like it could be something like that. You know what I mean?
Because that low key felt like the way they were trying to finesse something in those last movies anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
because that kind of was
something like it.
Yeah, with the Snyderverse
thing.
thing. Yeah. But I feel like maybe give him some, because I feel like he always gets. They don't really give Martian Manhunter
on the side.
You know what I mean? But he actually is a pretty interesting character when you get into it. You know what I mean? So I feel like that could be a cool film, especially with James Gunn involved with it. You see what he did with Guardians.
Question: this is gonna sound funny, but I'm being for real because I don't know too much about Martian Manhunter besides the small things I know. Is he always a black man?
No.
Every time I've seen him, he's been a black man in live action. So I'm like, is he supposed to stay black? I don't know.
I mean,
like a black man or alien that turns into a black man.
I know him through animated stuff.
And did he ever turn?
He always is just an alien most of the time.
Yeah, he never changed like that.
Yeah, so
that's so interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And what's my 4th, man? Maybe Green Arrow?
Show movie.
A movie. Yeah. I don't think we ever
I don't think you can do another show, right?
Yeah, not after the people love what's his name?
That's why I asked. Yeah,
they love him as Arrow. You know what I mean? So I feel like I do think he deserves a big representation. Yeah.
Like real good. You know, like some. If it was a show like an HBO level, right? You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
To make people that aren't just comic book fans really be like, oh, this Archer boy and comic book stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. That's an interesting one.
Yeah,
I like that.
But yeah, that's some obscure stuff. But then we got to get those concrete people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I can see them.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
All right, I'll go. I'll take it.
It was like,
This will be a little bit of a short segment for me. I've got 4, but I'm not as versed on the DC universe, in comics and animated and all that stuff. I'm more familiar with the live action stuff. But I've read a few things, read some reviews, and especially some video game stuff. For number 4 of me, I'd love to see a Nightwing project just from the little bits that I've seen.
Yeah, give it.
I think Nightwing would make a really, really cool movie. Let's see. And at 3, I got Lobo just because I love Jason Momoa. And to be honest, I don't really love him as Aquaman.
Same.
And I'd love to get to see him like actually do something that it seems like he's really passionate about. That video where he posted when he came out of that meeting with DC, and you could tell he was just hyped
Yeah,
up.
he was hyped.
Thank you,
I feel
everyone.
like that man hasn't been that excited for like Aquaman ever.
True.
So-
No, that might actually be. He might not have been. I never heard that.
Look at
woo.
Snowden.
I never heard that. Woo. Only in the movie.
Only in the movie.
Snowden,
see,
you better
then I
relax.
got-
Wait.
Let's see, at 2, I put Harley Quinn at 2. I know we've already seen her. You know, she's had
Oh,
some,
wait. You
some
want
movies and some
to?
stuff
You want
like that.
another movie? Or do you want a show?
Maybe even as opposed to another movie, I just would like to see her like popping
Yeah.
up in other stuff. Like I don't know if we
I agree.
need like
Yeah.
a Harley Quinn solo movie,
Right.
but I would like to see her like in and out of other projects because I feel like Margot Robbie's got really really good chemistry
100%.
with anybody. She can bounce it off anybody.
Yep.
Mhm.
But then number 1, I also had Green Lantern. This is a character that I don't know much about. And it's just like, just from the few things that I've seen, I'm not the biggest fan of that Ryan Reynolds movie. I don't know who it is. But the other stuff that I've seen, the few things that I've read, and the videos I've seen, he just looks like such a cool character.
Yeah.
Like you said, with the CGI stuff now, I think there's a way you could do that. That's just awesome. So I'm going to take Green Lantern at 1. So that's my 4. I'll take Nightwing, Lobo, Harley Quinn, and Green Lantern.
Good picks, man. I
Yeah.
look you want these
Solid.
people.
Yeah. Snowden.
Yo, Snowden
All
was
right.
trying. Man, where are you about to go?
So here's my thing.
Oh boy.
2 of my things aren't characters. They're just more like ideas for his universe.
Okay.
So I guess I'll get those out of the way for. Well, I'll get the characters out of the way. All right. So I would love to see a big screen adaptation of Teen Titans.
Yes.
Oh my.
Um,
yes.
God.
I feel like that's extremely overdue.
Hold
I
up,
like the Titans
Snowden.
show.
I was about
Go
to
for
ask
it.
you about that because I know people have their thoughts on the Titan show. I
The
get it.
Titans show was
It's
fine.
HBO CW. We get it.
Correct.
But I liked it for what it
What it is.
Correct.
right.
Correct. And I think the kid from Pirates of the Caribbean that they got to play Nightwing, I
He was
thought
good.
he was really good
Bro,
in the role.
So good.
And there's other standout characters. Like I like the guy who plays Beast Boy. I think he
like
did
him
a really
too.
good job. I remember the controversy in the beginning when the black woman was playing Starfire,
Starfire,
and everybody
yeah.
was going crazy.
She ate that though.
Yeah.
She did. So like I would like to see like a proper big screen adaptation of
Yeah,
that
they need
team. Like and when I say this, I mean like before we get another Justice League, I would like to see Teen Titans. Let the Justice League cool off.
Mm.
We had a failure of a movie and then we had an okay movie.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So let them stew for a little bit while you build up your Trinity and stuff, and then just give us the sidekicks. I don't know how you do that backwards and
Right,
whatnot. Maybe you
right,
could just
right.
have them out doing their little thing. I don't care. I believe in him to find the writers to make this
Mm.
become a thing. The other one, everybody's already said it, the Green Lanterns.
Yep.
I don't want them to focus on one specifically though. I'd rather see
You
the
want the
Green
core?
Lantern
Yeah.
core.
Mhm.
So if you have, John, you have Hal, you have Kyle, and you have, I can't think of the last one's name, but he has my favorite outfit. It's just like a jacket.
Yeah, the leather
I
jacket.
can't think of his name, but if you had all 4 of them and then you introduce the spectrum of colors for the Green Lanterns and stuff like that,
Mhm.
have them go up against like, the yellow, and maybe this leads into like the Blackest Night type story or something like that. I think that would be fine. I think like if it's that kind of a story, I think you would lean towards television.
They were
They
trying.
were
trying.
They were already. Bro, it was already supposed to be an HBO Max show,
Correct,
but then everything
and I
got
wish
switched
they-
up. Continue
Now
that,
that
right?
we're
Yeah.
getting to a point where like we're rebooting, I
Mhm.
hope they keep it that way, and I hope they intertwine the movies with television like Marvel's doing. Not to say like you have to be a Marvel copycat, but I think that would work the best. That way you can explore multiple characters at once. And then
Actually,
my
I think.
next two-
Sorry, I was about to say. I think James
good.
did say that, right? I think he said he's attempting.
Yeah, he's trying to
he said
connect
that.
everything together.
I think he
for
already
his
announced that
new
he's trying to. Yeah, at least
Right.
in
TV and
theory.
film. So.
And he said
like-
that Green Lantern, like core in general, are one of his priorities. He said that in one of his tweets too.
Good.
Yeah.
Even Ryan Reflects in the comments has already said Blackest Night would be a killer event. Like, could you imagine if that was like an Infinity War S type situation? Like if they did a part 1, part 2, so you get Blackest Night and then Whitest Night.
Oh, that's
That
hard.
would just be incredible to see. But obviously that takes time to build up.
Yep.
Then you got to kill people, then you got to bring them back and all that
Uh-huh.
stuff. Like it would be cool. Guy, thank you, Rico. And then my next
Oh,
2 things, like I
Guy
said, they're
Gardner,
not
yeah.
characters. They're just wishes that I hope. So one, I hope he reboots the entire thing. You cannot keep a single person from the
Yeah,
Snyderverse. He can't keep, even though I love John Cena's Peacemaker, you can't keep him. Amanda Waller,
I hear you, though.
being
It's
Viola Davis,
unfortunate.
you can't keep
Stop. It's Viola Davis, though.
Tell her come on to Marvel.
It
It's
cannot
time.
be attached
It's
to
time.
what came before.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just get her something else. Okay.
Well, come to Marvel.
Correct.
Yeah, right. Slide to the good side anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's absolutely no way that he can carry over anybody. Like, Adam mentioned, like Margot Robbie coming back.
Stop
she
it.
gotta go.
No.
She's gotta go.
Then I gotta go, man.
Then I gotta
She's good. Huh? She hasn't been good since the first Suicide Squad. She wasn't even good in that, bro.
All right, hold up.
Wait, what are you saying? What you saying?
Margot Robbie is Harley Quinn, bro. Like, yeah, she's okay. One scene she has the accent, the other scene she doesn't have the accent.
Come on, bro, get it together. You know what I mean?
You being for real right now?
I do not like that.
I don't know what's going on.
I do not like.
You don't like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn?
No, I think she's overstayed her welcome at this point.
Snowden, you're gonna need to. We can't have
That's
you
certainly a
anywhere
take.
near James Gunn. You can't be nowhere.
You know,
near
I
James
got a
Gunn.
call with him after this.
Damn it! I need you to stay away. We got to get somebody take his phone. Who's in the house?
But I hope in this sense that he's setting everything up. I pray that he has the guts to just completely reboot the whole thing, because he's going up against the DC fanboys, and we know that they're kind of a toxic group.
Nah, that's real.
But he's also someone who combats them on Twitter on a daily basis. So if there's anybody who's going to do it, it's him. So I just hope he has the heart to follow through.
I mean, that's
And
what
then
they
the last
bro. I was about to say you know Batista be snitching, so he already let that out.
I don't even want him in here. I'm tired of
He
him.
said he don't think he'll be in there based on what he said.
He said good.
You know what? Let's be real. Me too. I love Batista, but I don't.
Ain't no way.
I don't
he gets
need
to
him
bite
in
the
there.
hand
I don't need him in there.
That fed him, and then he just gets to carry on and become this
Nah, that's
successful
facts.
person.
I didn't even think about that.
You're not going to
He's like,
shit
Marvel
on
was
Marvel
so
because
nice
they
to you.
fired James Gunn over shit that James Gunn did. I'm sorry, I don't want to curse, but now I'm getting hurt. I do not. I hope they kill him in Guardians 3. I'm waiting for it. When that scene happens, I'm clapping.
He's definitely getting killed.
Nah,
He's
for
definitely
sure.
getting killed. I don't think you got to worry
The
about it.
energy, but we know he
No,
gonna
that's-
die. Snowden's like, bring his ass out of here.
Waiting for
Feige
it.
like, yo, press the button on him. Press the button on him.
So the
James,
last
do
thing
it.
that I'll say is cohesiveness and making sure that everything feels like one universe. Once again, you really can only compare it to Marvel at this point, which is unfortunate. But then again, tit for tat, they're kind of, in the same business.
They've been doing this forever.
Yeah.
Correct. So if there's this idea that people want the Batman to be the jumping off point, that's fine. It literally has no ties with anything else.
It's actually not.
It's
a
a
bad
good movie. You've already have an established universe and whatnot. Do it. But then people are like, oh no, Matt Reeves is existing in his own universe. Then he needs to get out. There is no more leadway. for
That is
your
an
own
interesting
specific
topic. I know
vision.
everybody feels different about that. I don't know how I
Correct.
feel about that.
It's the same thing with the Todd Phillip Joker movies. This cannot exist anymore. The problem that's happened with DC over the last couple years, there's too many of the same characters. And it's not even like a momentous occasion where it's 3 Peter Parker swinging.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're
It's simply
super
because,
separate, yeah.
well, we got this universe and then this person's over here doing this. You can't do that because it splits the fan base. Because then you got people saying, oh, Ben Affleck's the best
It's my Batman. And
Actually, it's this person that's the best
I agree
Batman.
with that.
Yeah.
I do.
It's either Matt Reeves plays ball or he can go make another Planet of the Apes movie because those were really good.
I'm mad he's spitting. He kind of spitting
Nah,
though.
he is.
Because like
That's my only
aesthetically, I wouldn't mind the Batman world being its own thing
Yeah,
aesthetically.
and then
But then you
people are
think
like,
about what you're saying. It's like, nah, bro. I really don't want to deal with 3 more of the same thing. Like,
Correct.
personally, I don't want to see it no more.
People are talking about, oh, well, who can James Gunn cast as the next Joker? We already have the next Joker.
Right? Like,
What are you
we just saw it, bro. We
You-
just saw
you've
2 of
already-
them. Like,
You've already had me attached to Joaquin Phoenix. I understand his plight on why he became the Joker.
Right.
You don't need to
Right.
give me another one. Just do something with that. I don't care how. If we're supposed to believe that the Flash is supposed to be the catalyst that boosts off James Gunn's next thing, you can just have that morph together different universes. And now you can get rid of that ugly Barry Keoghan Joker that was in the end of the
Stop
Batman.
it.
You
You
can
got
just use
problems
the
with this
Joaquin Phoenix
too?
one.
Zen hates
Oh,
it
do
too.
you not?
Nah, it's some
That
wild stuff in
man's
his
face
chat right
was in
now.
a grinder
Wait,
somewhere.
what? Oh, stop that. So like, it was in a his face was a little twisted, but hey, he's
But,
the
like,
Joker.
I just hope
He's
that
the
there's a
Joker.
cohesiveness and like it makes sense where you're going from story to story, person to person, and it's good. So yeah, those are my two. If I had like an honorable mention, I would say Booster Gold. I would say Booster Gold would be a solid film.
Yes.
And especially since Blue Beetle is coming out this year, I don't know who you would cast as Booster Gold, but I would say, make a Booster Gold film.
Somebody said Chris Pratt. I don't.
Hold on, there's stuff going on in there.
He's
Trippy,
gotta-
you about to get arrested in the comments. Trippy, I don't want you to get arrested.
You get put in everything.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
facts.
Wait, hold on. We gotta talk about these cops. What they doing in there? We don't gotta say what Trippy said. He wild. But what Ryan said is true. I didn't even think about that one. That's a whole new topic.
Mm-hmm.
You see what Ryan said?
Yeah.
I just think
About the directors.
Did you not want to say it because it's a whole new topic?
Low key. But
All
that
right,
was a point though.
I just think that'll be interesting. Hopefully he announces either like cast people like they do at Marvel or like if he has any in mind.
Yeah.
Or director, writer people. That'd be dope.
That would be dope.
Like we finding out.
Him building the team, like
Yeah, that'd be hard.
Doing
Like,
that, 'cause that's probably what he's been doing.
Exactly. Right.
You know
right.
what I mean?
Right. Like
I
this
gotta-
will be directed by this person. You gonna say something?
Yeah, Trippy was wilding.
Yo, that's so funny. I'm like, are we allowed to say
Yo,
that?
you see what he said? Snowden? He said you got to chill on Will Smith's friend, Margot Robbie.
See, you're not even gonna say
His
if you're not even
mistress?
gonna, he said,
His
he
mistress?
said he said Will Smith's mistress.
Oh.
I didn't say that, Will. I love you. I promise you, I didn't say that. I mean, just don't go in the comments, Mr. Smith.
Mrs.
Don't go in the comments.
He gonna smack you next.
Thank
Taking
you.
names out of his mouth.
I told you. Oh my God, this is crazy because they did that movie together, and these rumors been before that.
They did 2 movies together.
We gotta stop. I still like Will. I don't care about the rest of the world.
Oh, absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
I don't want. I want to lose my.
I'm still
Some people
I
deserve
wanna
what
be
happens to them.
contract to be in
But,
the MCU.
What? We have to go to the next thing. Stop trying to get us canceled. What? What he said? He said some people need to go through things. What are you talking about?
Nah. So for our very last segment of the episode,
This has been fun.
it's our movie versus game.
Look at Adam.
Adam's going through
have a heart attack. No.
Nah. So yeah,
I don't know what the fuck's going on. Sorry for that.
Oh, this is amazing.
oh man.
Wait, this should be fun, right?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
this
So
at?
this is our y'all watch the show. We always do a movie versus when we have our guests here. And this one is like our most anticipated edition. So we got two.
Oh man, we didn't add. We were supposed to add one more. I mean, we can do it on 2. That's cool.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Cool.
So so this is based on which film you're anticipating more. All right. So the first one we're gonna do is Deadpool 3 versus Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse 2. Which one are y'all anticipating
Not going
the most?
first, like I was forced before.
I'm gonna go first. Spider-Verse. Only because now I'm there opening day for both of these movies, but
That's why this is interesting because it's like which one you got to pay for a ticket for. If they all came out same day, like what you paying for first?
yeah.
That's a nightmare.
Right?
Right? Oh my God.
Like Across the Spider-Verse, to me, the only reason I'm saying that one is just because that first movie was so good and unexpectedly. Nobody was expecting that movie
I
to do
will
what it
give you
did.
that one, yeah.
Like nobody, bro. Like I can't say that when I first seen that it was coming and I was like, all right.
No,
I
it looked
need that.
dope. It looked so
Yeah,
dope.
it did.
But then I almost forgot it was coming. You know what I mean? I almost forgot it came out, and then it was just like boom, everyone in the world is talking about this, and it's a big thing now.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you got the sequel, which is 2 parts, by the way, and it's like this multiversal Spider-Verse jumping across. You getting all these different kind of characters.
there's
It's
a lot
like
of
it's like No Way Home on steroids. It's like you know what I mean, with crazy animation. That's stuff that you've never seen
It's
before.
like Infinity War and No Way Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, for me that's my pick.
Hey, I ain't hating on it. Somebody want to go next? They're gonna make me.
Oh boy,
I'm so thinking,
I'll
man.
take it.
All right, Adam.
This is
Let's
stressful.
see, man. This was tough, man. When y'all sent me this list, I was like,
Yo,
I was sweating. I was sweating about it, man. But
See?
for me, I gotta agree with you, man. It's Across the Spider-Verse for me, and I think a lot of it is because we know way more about this movie. We've seen the trailer for it and all that, and Deadpool 3 is still so far away.
You're right.
My only reservation about Across the Spider-Verse is like the first one is so good. I think it's the best Spider-Man movie. I don't even really know if that's up for debate.
Yeah, it is
for
But
sure.
it's like, part of me is just worried, and I'm not even really worried that the movie's not going to be good. It's going to be
It's
really
that hype,
hard
right?
for it to live up.
Yeah,
Like, and I still think
man.
it could do it. I mean, the ceiling is crazy high, and I don't even think it's got a low floor. But it's like, man,
Bro.
it's just following that. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't even.
It's
know.
like a one-hit
That's the only thing
wonder
I'm worried
thing
about. But to be
almost.
honest,
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It's just
I mean,
like if somebody hits a huge song, I don't mean to throw somebody out there, but like let's say like Designer with Panda, that song took over the world. Like we all heard that song. We didn't think he was going out with another. You're not expecting this person who has such a big song to come out with another one, so you normally don't hear people like that again because it's too high. It's like you can't get. We look at you this way now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, I feel like it's the same thing. Like I wonder if they're gonna be
but then
case.
Using that same type of example.
Okay, talk to me.
Queen came out and then Fetty Wap just dropped banger. After
you ain't
banger
never lied, but we just need to know if it's Fetty Wap or not. That's all we saying. Is it Fetty or Designer? That's all. I'm assuming it's Fetty. Looking at the trailer, I just want to see.
Oh no!
That sounded like I want to diss Designer. I love Designer. I love all of y'all. Y'all should make songs. I don't want no beef. Never mind.
All right, Snowden. So on
Oh
you.
man, it's not Deadpool.
I knew it. That's just why.
It's not Deadpool. Are you kidding me, bro? Deadpool. Deadpool 3 is a cop-out movie, bro. And it's the same way that I see No Way Home. And a lot of people hate me for that. And it's because
I thought we were taking
they're depending on other stuff to elevate this one movie. You know
We don't know that yet, though, man.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's a movie between Wolverine and Deadpool specifically. That's what they keep pushing it at.
But hold up,
here's my thing.
Not to cut you off, but we've been waiting for that for a very long time.
You ain't never lied,
and
dog.
we never thought we was gonna get it after the X-Men stuff.
Wait. Let me cook real quick.
All right, go ahead.
What ingredients you got? I'm waiting.
You're absolutely right. We have waited for a team up between Logan and Deadpool, right? Mm-hmm. However, I wish, and the same thing with No Way Home, if you're going to give me a trilogy of this character, make the trilogy about them and then give me the cool thing that happens after that. No Way Home is not capped off as a good trilogy because there's not even a Tom villain in it. You know what I mean? There's no one that he has a personal connection to that is his villain. We like No Way Home because of the stuff that came before No Way Home. Nothing that inherently has to do with Tom. So I'm just so aggravated that essentially we're excited for Deadpool 3 because we get to see the team up between Wolverine and Deadpool now. Here's my thing, bro. Because like having Wolverine now, you can completely essentially cut out every original character that's popped up in Deadpool now. Because where's Colossus fall? Because he was the straight man to Deadpool's wisecracker. But now you have Wolverine. And I've become attached to Colossus in the last 2 movies. So now he's going to be gone. There's no point of a character like Dopinder anymore. Where's Vanessa going to be? She was only the crux of the last 2 films. But now we're going to have to focus on Wolverine and Deadpool jumping through different multiverses to get to the MCU. Where's Negasonic Teenage Warhead?
You really want her to come back?
Look at Adam.
No. However,
I don't want Adam here to
hurt. Spider-Verse, they, like you said, it has a very high ceiling. It's a fantastic film, and the sequel should be just as good, or if not better. However, you know how I know Spider-Verse is going to be good? They put out a terrible trailer, and we're all still excited for the film. You know what I mean? Because the trailer was straight boo-boo sticks. But however, I'm going to see the movie the day before opening day because the first one was so good and because everyone is returning. It's not like they have different writers. It's not like they have different, like they're taking the film and building on it. It'd be like if it was like Into the Spider-Verse and then Across the Spider-Verse. And then in this one, hey, Tom Holland's teaming up with Miles. No. I'm focused on Miles' story. You feel me? Just like Deadpool, I should be focused on him. But now it's just going to be this crap. You know what I mean? Because one of these has a bigger chance of failing than the other one, and it's Deadpool. Because the first one, really good. The second one, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's not as good as the first one.
Right.
But if this third one doesn't do good, and y'all use the hidden secret of Hugh Jackman coming back, you flopped. You know what I mean? Because the second Deadpool doesn't even get talked about. Meanwhile, people still talk about the first one. And like I'm saying, the
so this is a trilogy thing for you.
Correct. If you started off one way and then you decided to end it on this big bombastic thing where you're teaming up multiple characters, it shouldn't be that yet. The reason why like Iron Man 3 or Captain America Civil War is not a good example. But like I don't know. There should be a main focus on this instead of depending on stuff that came before. No. You know what? We will say Civil War is a good third one because at the core of it, it's still a Captain America story. Sure, everybody's still there.
You don't think we can get that with Deadpool, bro?
I feel like we jumping the gun a little bit.
Oh, I jumped the gun back here because the thing is, everyone's going to be only. I don't want to assume, but if I can go off of what has already happened in the past, whenever you talk about things like No Way Home, they all talk about the part where Toby or Andrew pops up. I get you. No one really talks heavily about the Tom stuff.
I'm not gonna lie though, that's the stupid people that don't really watch the movie though. Because like for me, that's not even the best part. The best part is when he becomes who you know what I mean. Like there's some moments that he has, and I'm like, okay, Tom. But I get you though.
No, like I said, all the side characters that Ryan Reynolds had to work with because he couldn't use the greater universe, and he made them good. But now, once you introduce a character like Logan, like Wolverine,
I get you, but here's the thing: you made it sound like we like, oh yeah, I need a Colossal back. I don't need Colossus back.
How dare you?
I don't need Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
I don't need any.
I don't need her friend.
Let's ask Adam. Let's ask him. Let's ask Adam while we here. You know what? Chat. We got the chat, right? Hey, chat. Yeah. How do y'all feel about the core of the Deadpool franchise? Do you need them back or not? I just want to know. I'm interested.
If it wasn't called Deadpool 3, sure, I would accept it as a team up movie, but it's gonna be Deadpool 3.
It's not. They might call it that. They're not gonna call it that.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing.
It might be called Deadpool. It might be called Deadpool and Wolverine.
But here's my thing. We've already talked about this twice tonight. It's going to be a Deadpool movie, but we're focused on the wrong character. It's going to be Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness all over again because no one's going to be thinking, oh, yeah, Deadpool did really cool.
But again, it's the writing. They wrote that movie for Wanda to literally lead that joint. We don't know yet. You know what I mean?
But did they write Dark Knight for Joker to lead, or was it supposed to be Batman?
Joker.
Ryan Reynolds ain't gonna let them write a movie that he's not like.
That's what I'm
gonna be, and he's heavily involved in the writing.
Boom,
he's not gonna look at the script.
That's how I look at that. No, for real.
Wolverine and be it's like, not me in this.
Let's do it. Right. I want to believe you.
Snowden just don't believe because I do think that way. That's why I don't ever have any doubt when it comes to it still being a Deadpool thing.
I don't believe you in the comments right now saying we don't need the Deadpool side
come on. What are we saying? We don't need them, man. Not. We don't care about them. I'm sorry, Snowden.
They was fun, but
they were fun, but they could all die.
Hold up.
Right.
Snowden, I'm gonna say it like this, right? They were fun for Deadpool in this Fox
other universe where we couldn't use
other people. Now we in the MCU, and you have a plethora of different kind of characters that you can that can bro. You really we want to see Deadpool interact with people, bro.
I do. I want to see him mess with other people.
I'm not saying you can't, but the thing is,
you just want us to wait. No, we thirsty, bro.
He has his own.
Because do you think we getting Deadpool 4, bro? Come on, I don't know.
We might not.
We might not.
We might not. So we might as well get this one right. So we might as well see him getting mixed like this. I don't think he's about to be overused in Secret Wars.
But at this, what about Cable? You're ready to throw Cable out?
Yeah, I already talked about Josh Allen. I don't need him to come back. I talked about him. I said my piece. I do not need him.
Because Wolverine
Josh Brolin catching straight today too.
It's crazy. I feel bad. He's probably so nice. It don't matter.
All right, we can stay on this for forever, man. Let's go to the.
Right. Yeah,
we got one.
Oh wait, I ain't picked. It don't matter. It's Spider-Verse.
Okay.
I was gonna fight for Deadpool 3, but the fight is this.
The fight is this.
This is a good fight.
All right, this is the last one. So this
this first time we did a 3. So it's a versus.
Right.
What Ryan say?
He said he's bring Vanessa back. She was the crux of the first
all right.
two films.
I will take it all the way back. I don't mind.
She's dead.
Domino coming back. She's super dead, but I don't mind. I would love to see her again. If we don't see her again, I don't.
What about Domino? Where's my girl Zazie Beetz?
No, I just love Zazie Beetz.
She come back. Bring her back.
I love Zazie Beetz.
Cool
but if
right?
they don't, and we get a bunch of other people, I do not care.
What other people are you expecting to see?
Anyone in the MCU? Anyone?
No.
Chris Hemsworth said he wanted.
Somebody's going in.
He said he wanted.
Somebody else from the MCU will be in that film that's not from old Marvel, for sure.
Well, the TVA is already almost confirmed.
There we go. So that's already.
But yeah, let's move on.
Who would be the one character in the current MCU that you would like to see in that movie that would make it worth it?
Just go real quick. Yeah, we all pick one.
Okay. Loki.
MCU.
She-Hulk.
Oh, that's a good one. Damn you.
that is a
Spider-Man.
good one.
It's not going to be in that movie, though. But Spider-Man cameo and they make fun of each other type thing. Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Daredevil.
See?
Ooh,
Come on.
that'd be too.
So anyway, Snowden, these sound like great things. You know you want to see this film with all of these cameos we said. Snowden gonna hate this movie, y'all. I can't wait till the movie come out.
Yeah.
We go, bro.
You might have the link for this one.
Bro, I can't wait. We gonna be in our group text too, and I'll be like, bro, I was crazy. Snowden. I'm so excited. All right,
I'm going in with the purest
All right.
of thoughts for Deadpool.
There we go. Good.
Right,
good,
right.
Good.
All right, so this last one is our first, the three-way. John Wick 4, Creed 3, or Dune 2.
Only get one pick.
Yeah, out of these three.
If they all were to come out the same day,
Which one you got?
Which one gets your
gonna
money?
see first?
yeah.
I'll
Can I
go this time.
first. It's not.
Oh, you want to? Let me.
Whoever want to go first.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Stoney, go ahead.
It's Creed 3.
Love that. Okay.
John Wick 4. If I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how we made it to 4. It was a great one and done film, and they've just kind of like.
What you're saying is actually true, but it's became an action thing. You got to look at it as like Fast and Furious fighting, almost, right? But like quality, that sounds like I'm dissing it. I'm not trying to diss it.
It realistically did not need 3 sequels and a spin-off TV show that's supposed to be coming out. John Wick worked as a one film thing.
I do understand. Yeah.
And then they just keep it going now. How many more things can you make Keanu Reeves do in these films? I don't get it.
Hey man, once I seen that horse,
Bro, not even the horse.
Animals
The book
are open. The book.
Sure.
When he beat homie with the book.
Man, by the way, Snowden, what you saying though is correct. I'm not even going to disagree with you. You're right. They
That's
didn't
my
need to
only
keep
thing
going.
about John Wick.
I
That's
got
my
you.
only
Okay,
thing.
but you know you want to see him
I'm gonna see
killing these people with pencils
I'm
and
gonna
such.
see
Okay,
it.
cool. As long as I know you're excited to see it, still cool.
I'm definitely not excited for Dune 2 whatsoever because I fell asleep on Dune 1.
Ooh.
And I never had the hankering to go back and rewatch it.
Another
but
take
Creed,
that I'm not mad at though. It is a little. It's a slow burn, but I like it. I
Right.
enjoy it. But I get you. I'm not
Yeah,
mad at that.
yeah.
but Creed, I'm not even one for sports films, but there's something about watching these films that make me feel so damn good at the end.
Yo, that's
you're
real.
cheering for them.
Yeah,
And
that's
like
real, bro.
the thing is, I saw the first one in theaters. I loved it. It was
Yeah, me too.
fantastic. Philly was a character. You know what I mean?
Wow,
Michael
yeah.
B. Jordan carried it. Bringing Rocky in was great. Tessa Thompson. Felicia Rashad is the mom. Come on, dog. And then the second one, I didn't even see it until I was at a party and everybody was having a good time at the party. I said, shut up.
I love that. Yo.
Like quite literally we were in a room and like everybody was, they were drinking, they were turning all this stuff. I was like, chill, y'all talking way too loud. I need to see and hear what's happening in this film. And by the end of it, I'm up like
in the middle of the party too. They're like, is Snowden about to fight the TV?
and then with this third one, bringing in
Don't even talk
John
about it.
Majors
Oh my God.
himself.
Yeah.
And that man is a goddamn titan.
Kang?
I just don't know what they're gonna how he's gonna deal with that. And then while I'm not heavy into anime, I think it's cool that Michael B. Jordan has stated that some of the fights in this movie
Are inspired by
heavily
anime, right? Yeah.
and inspired by some
I heard
of the
he's a
dopest
huge anime fan.
fights.
That's why, right? Yeah.
So that gets me excited. And then the story of Creed 3 just seems interesting. You know what I mean? So John Wick didn't need to get 3 sequels. That's my only gripe with this. Dune, I fell asleep. At no point did I think I need to go see what that Timothy Chalamet boy is doing over there on that sand.
You're
planet.
being mean because he actually nice. People be low key trying to shit on him.
Okay.
I don't get why. Have you seen stuff he in though? Like anything
What that he's been in?
that he's been in? Yeah.
I saw Don't Look Up. I think he was in
Don't
that.
do that. Don't even because that's a comedy. Don't like that's not even his regular.
So are you saying that he can't be funny?
No, at all. Because I liked him in Don't Look Up. No. I'm not dissing him in Don't Look Up. I'm saying like he's better than I feel like the talk on Twitter is.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
'cause I know everybody.
I feel like people like to either
Harry
joke about
Osborn,
him
and
or
I'm
like girls
I don't
obsessed with
see
him.
it.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
this weird mix. It's like y'all trying to make him look a certain way, and it's like he actually kind of nice.
Nah,
You know what I
he is,
mean?
yeah.
But yeah, I feel you though.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Cool.
That's me.
I ain't
It's
on that.
Creed 3.
I ain't hate on that. Give it up, Adam. We're looking at you.
Ooh, all right, let's see. Well, following up with my answer after that, it's gonna be tough. But I'll say I'm gonna push back a little bit on some of the John Wick 4 talk we just heard because for
Ooh.
me, it was tough between John Wick 4 and Creed 3 for me because one, like Michael B. Jordan, Jonathan Majors with the first sports movie shot in IMAX cameras, like this is gonna be cinema. It's gonna be incredible.
100%.
So this was tough, but like, man, I love the John Wick movies, and to me
too,
the first one is just fine. The second one is incredible.
Yo, the
like,
second go
a
crazy.
huge step up from the third, from the second one, or from the
Yeah.
first one. I'm sorry, and then the third one is like just as good as the second one. So for me, like, I could watch 100 movies of Keanu Reeves just like doing crazy shit, and I think he loves doing it.
Yeah,
And like, I'm excited to see him keep doing it. I don't really have all that much interest in like whatever the spinoffs going on. I've heard y'all talking about that earlier, and I've seen a little bit of stuff. I couldn't really have much less interest in that. But for me, it's got to be John Wick 4 for me, just because I actually think the movies have been elevating like as we go along, especially from the first one, because the first one is fine to me, but then 2 and 3 I think are both really, really good. So that's what if they were all coming out in the opening weekend, and I don't have all that much to say about Dune. I thought it was good, but 1 feels like really like a prequel, I think.
It did.
And I feel like when we go look back, when we have 2 or 3 movies, it'll be like, man, like, imagine the step up with 2 and 3 was crazy, because like 1 just seems like way more like world building and kind of establishment and all that stuff. But they got to win me over before I can put it over either one of these two. So I'll take John Wick 4.
I ain't mad at that. Actually, I'm gonna go off of you because I'm gonna say John Wick 4. Same thing with
I
y'all.
thought you were gonna go Dune.
Nah, I think exactly what Adam said. That's why I need no reason to talk about it. I like the first movie a lot, but like,
Okay.
again, I'm not even trying to diss it. I don't remember much. I just know I enjoyed it, and I know that's probably because it was such a slow burn and a lot of world building. I'll probably need to watch it again before I see the next one. But when the second one, right, what you said, like when we see the next 2, I already know I'm gonna go back and be like, damn, this was crazy, but I gotta get there.
because even the way that first one ended felt weird.
It was like a cliffhanger that was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like 2 and 3, or just 2 and 3, we get all these crazy internal politics, like with the Continental and all that stuff going on in the high table. Like it's really, really deep. And 1 is just like he's chasing down some people that killed his dog.
Oh, you saying John Wick? Oh wait, real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, he was saying Dune.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, that's my fault.
No, it's not good. Because what you're saying is true. I'll get to that in a second. No, say what you were saying.
Oh no, I was just saying the way that ended was just kind of weird. So I know a lot of people had issues with that, but like, I felt like that director should have he should have been able to shoot 2 back to back, because it was just that it was all one big story.
Did he not?
No.
Oh wow.
No.
Yeah, but we'll again. That's why it's the least on out of my 3. But and Creed again, y'all both broke down Creed enough. The only thing I'll add is that him directing it for the first time, I think that's awesome, and just it's gonna be really cool to see his take on that. And I know apparently he was inspired by like Denzel directing and stuff, and I know he like gets advice and stuff from him a lot. Like he seemed like somebody, even though look, I always got jokes from Michael B. Jordan too. Sometimes he's not the best in movies, but I respect him a lot because he seemed like he's a real student of the game. Like genuinely, like I want to know everything that's going on. I want to get better. You know what I mean? And not just be like, I'm acting, I know I'm nice, because he could just get bags and go along. If you look at his moves, he's very strategic. So I like him a lot. You know what I mean? So I expect that to be really fire. But I don't know why John Wick would have my money. It's what Adam said. The first one was like, it's almost like if you look back at all of them, now it's been 3, right? Yeah. So you look back at them, it's like the first one, they were trying to just make a movie. And then they realized, oh, y'all like this? Because we wasn't even trying to make a story. We just wanted to see like Keanu Reeves beat ass. And then they just kept making it less about the story. And we're like, no, you're just going to see these crazy moves. Like, and now I'm just like, that's why I said the Fast and Furious thing. It's like quality, just not, I'm not comparing it that way. It's just like they're giving you action, and this is very quality way. And I'll take 7 of them, Jones. He basically like the fighting mission, like Tom Cruise.
As long as they keep everything at a high level, you feel me?
Yeah, just keep it quality. You know what I mean? Because I do feel like it, bro. Once I saw him hit that horse's ass, and the horse then kicked the man on time, I was like, what?
What?
At first, it sounded like you said something about beat ass, but it sounded like you were like, Keanu eat ass.
Oh, I know. Whoa, what is Keanu doing?
But I was
I did pivot too when you said it, but I just let it keep going.
It sounded like I was. Oh no, I don't know what he do with his mouth. I don't even know what he do with his hands. He be doing stuff with knives and stuff. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Y'all got me thinking Keanu in a different. He's getting some stuff when he's not playing with knives and horses. But also I hope we get another like 7-foot person that he can like beat up again. That was crazy. That was nuts. Like with the book, right?
The book, person he fought.
What'd you say?
Yeah, Boban.
Yeah, Boban.
Yeah,
my guy, old Sixer. Yeah. Or former
See,
Sixer. There we go.
See, here's my problem. Or I'm sorry, I'll wait.
I got you. Yeah,
we still
yeah.
got to get through.
I mean, no, I'm basically done. It's just John Wick, just because. Damn, man, I'm just really entertained. And it was also like, I remember we wanted John Wick last year, then it kept getting pushed back and back. Yeah. And also just with the cast addings, like every time they add somebody, I'm like, damn, I want to see them. And now we got Bill Skarsgård.
Bill
right?
Skarsgård, Donnie Yen.
Come on, like, nah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah. Man, this is the low-key difficult one for me because I just recently seen the Creed films. I didn't see those when they came out, so in preparation for, because I seen the trailer for Creed 3, everybody's been saying, yo, you got to see the movie. So I watched the first two, and they were really good, yo. Again, I'm not the biggest on sports films either, because sometimes they just, the way they do things be
come
cheesy.
off a little cheesy.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
They don't come off too cheesy, though, right?
No,
not really.
No. This was well done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was very well done. And the fact that Mike is going to be directing this, John, and Jonathan Majors.
Kang.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just adding things on that I'm like, yo, I'm going to have to pull up for this. You know what I mean? Not to discredit anything else. John Wick 4 is going to be amazing.
Of course.
But again, we've seen.
Let's be very honest right now. Story-wise, like, or just feeling, like, that's going to be the best feeling movie out of any of these. Like, obviously, Creed.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, John Wick, me and Adam know we're there just to see people fight. Like, we know that. You know what I mean? You know what you're kind of getting with Dune, too. It's a whole different thing. Creed, it's like, it's almost like a warm feeling from Creed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get y'all for that.
Yeah. This was fun.
It was lit.
Yeah.
This was great, man.
Yeah.
we didn't made Adam probably get hot 3 times. He didn't even know he's going to go through a traumatic experience here.
But nah, man, we want to thank both of y'all for pulling up on us, man.
Nah, for sure.
Nah, for real, man.
Absolutely.
If y'all want to plug your stuff, Adam, if you want to tell people where to follow you at.
Please do.
Yeah, guys, well, just check me out on Twitter, @Blevins_, and then also make sure you follow the Agents of Fandom. We got all kinds of content cranking out and everything. Good articles.
Yes.
I got a big Marvel article coming up soon, so be on the lookout for that.
See you talking about that one, man. I'm ready for that one, man.
That's it. It's coming soon.
Let's go, man.
Bet. Snowden.
You can follow me on Instagram @Music by Snowden. Sometimes I, pop trash on there. Also, March is coming up, so I'm bringing back my fun little March Madness brackets that I did last year.
Oh my god,
bringing that back. So
that was
madness that you were gonna stir in my house. We be beefing in the house. Stop.
So make sure you come over to Music by Snowden on Instagram, and then on TikTok on Mr. Snowden's Neighborhood. Feel free to drop in and get some more hot takes and whatnot. Thank you, boys, for having me on. Thank you.
Y'all, man. This has to be one of the funnest.
Nah, it was too fun.
Yeah,
this is definitely one of the most fun episodes. This was lit.
No, for sure. Really, thank y'all. Now, definitely. And everybody that's watching, everybody still in the chat, thank y'all for pulling up on us. We really appreciate it. If you're still here, please make sure you like, comment, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll be back. We'll be back next week, actually. So yeah, we doubling it up.
Double.
More content. You know what I mean?
And always shout out Sound Gallery, and always shout out Agents of Fandom.
Yes.
And Fandom Academy.
Yes.
Check out their
Yeah, for sure. So that was another episode of Listen 3000. So thank y'all. We're out of here.
Deuces.
Peace.